Ah, what a day. What a day it is for football. What a day it is for cup football. What a time it is to defend yet another crown that we hold in this kingdom that is Celtic. What's good, everybody? What's popping? How's it going? I couldn't find a hair tie in time, so my hair's running free, man, like a goddamn boss in a kilt. What's good? How's it going? Hope yous are doing well. We'll show the first people in. We're joined by one of them today, which is always quite fun. We kind of thought we'd switch things up for a cup game. Usually goes to home matches. However, ticket costs said no, absolutely fuck that for a kind of cup match. You know, that's just not ideal through most aspects. But how you doing, James? Nice to see you, man. Let's get into this. That's kind of the goal of the day. We just want to kind of have an easy one. And to be fair, the lineups that we've picked for this one is pretty damn interesting. We've decided to go all out for some reason. We've went full strength, so I'm kind of curious to see how that works out over the course of the match, to be honest with you, because I think my hope is that we're just going to have a fast, like 45 minutes, try and get everything done in the first half, and then maybe bring on changes in the second. My thinking for this game is that we would play a lot of our youngsters, at least give our goalkeeper, you know, Sinna Salo, give him a bit of a crack, you know, just so that he doesn't feel completely left out. But they've decided pretty much, nah, we're not going to be doing that either. So it's basically full strength. I'm just going to pull everything up, make sure that it's all working as intended before we get underway here, just so you can get a little gander at the lineup while we're in early doors. I know this is a cup match and it's one of those ones that maybe not a lot of people will be interested in, but we'll be supplying those that don't really have a way to watch this game, a way to watch it, but you're more than welcome to watch alongside us as well. I don't know if we'll be delayed by too much, hopefully by less than a minute or so anyway. But if you want a little look at the lineup, there it is. It's a pretty interesting one, you have to say. Schmeichel obviously kind of gets the same nod as always, which is fine and interesting. Obviously Taylor and Johnston hold their spots, Carter Vickers and Trusty. I thought Scales maybe would have got a nod for this one, however they've decided otherwise, which is interesting. Nice to see you, David. Hope you're doing well, Chief. Likewise with you, Rappy. Hello to you, Phil. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you're having a lovely night, my guy. But the midfield, as strong as we could ask them to be in Gels, can't really, you know, argue too much. Atati playing on the other side, and of course McGregor or Skipper starting in between them. Could have made the case that you could have started Bernardo and McCowan, because realistically they probably wouldn't be the ones that get picked for young boys. However, again, maybe Rodgers is taking the approach of give the big boys some minutes early on, make sure they're up to speed and ready to go for that game. Obviously come the 22nd, and again I like the front three. Obviously it's different on Google, but we know what's really going to be going on. Kyogo's playing down the centre pieces you would expect, and then Maeda and Kuna playing either side, Kuna on the right and Maeda on the left respectively, so you can kind of get a rough idea of how we'll probably approach this one, for damn sure. It's going to be an interesting one to see how it plays out over the course of the 90 minutes, like I said, but again, I think it should be more than fine. It's like, this is about as good as a lineup that you could ask. It's not what I was expecting, but nonetheless, it's kind of one of those ones for sure. But again, can't really argue it too much. Killie have kind of gone with a bit of I'd call it an oddballs approach, but we've seen it a million and one times. It's the three at the back with the kind of support and fall backs, forward slash like left and right mids. They'll use them as necessary. If they're attacking, Lyons and Ndaba will probably be more offensive based, but when they're defending, they'll be sitting in deep. They kind of cover Diaz and Mayo on the kind of the internal of that defence. Obviously, right playing in between them. So, oh Jesus. Well, I hope you're all right, Chief. I hope you're not dying a bad to death, mate. Maeda to score first, absolutely. I mean, I want Maeda to score first. He always does brilliantly. Fantastic in cup games for some reason. He's not great at crossing, I'll say that for free. He's fucking woeful at that, but nonetheless, if he gets a goal, I'll be quite happy. Obviously, again, it just depends on what Killie try and do to kind of restrain us, if that makes sense, because again, they have people that can do it. There are people that have caused problems for us in the past in that team, so we'll have to be switched on and aware of it. We've kind of faltered to them in cup positions before, especially early doors, so there has to be that kind of, you know, lack of complacency. We cannot have any of that today, and we have to get into them from the get-go. It's probably why Rodgers has picked one of the stronger 11s for this match, just to make damn well fucking sure that we get the job done as early as possible. And I think, obviously, it's going to come down to how we approach the opening 30 minutes, because if we get to the 65th, 70th minute and it's still 0-0, it's, you know, it gets a wee bit more difficult for that point. But we do have big options on the bench again if you want a little look at the substitutions as well. We'll read out the lineups obviously before we get underway and stuff, but there's a little gander at them if you want a kind of look. But like I said, we've kind of got a co-commentary. It was kind of a last minute thing admittedly, so if you want to kind of give him some time, because again he's going to be doing a bit more of the analytical side, you know, kind of how I mean, not to make the comparison, but how McCoy's works, I guess, you know what I mean? He'll be kind of popping in every now and then. But Flash is joining us today for this one, and I mean, if there's anyone that knows how to talk about what you probably expect to see at Celtic Park for a team like this, it's probably
McCoy's,
a man.
mate. You can give me a compliment to Chris Sutton. Fair enough. Let's see how it is. Great banter.
But to be fair, unless you can do a very refined fucking Norwich type accent, it's not going to happen. I'll say that for free. But nonetheless, it's going to be an interesting one. He'll probably be the best when it comes to these types of little kind of minor analytical things, little things that you might not usually see on the pitch or even on the screen for that fact. And again, with the way that these games play out, you'll probably get a bit of a different perspective to someone that watches them from the North Curve. So nonetheless, this game's going to play out to probably be an interesting one. If you're asking for predictions or anything like that, then hopefully I would say this is a comfortable one. If I want to be kind of bold and making an early presumption, let's say, I'd like to say that this is a comfortable 4-1. Right, I feel like Killie might get a grab. I feel like this is one of those games that gets kind of slower as the game goes on. So I feel like we might start fast. This one might grab 2 or 3 in the first half. I'd hope to at least grab 2. And then in the second half we'd play a bit slower. Maybe Killie gets himself a little bit one back, you know what I mean? Back in the game's going 3-0. Yeah, same kind of mindset. You feel like this is going to be comfortable, but it's not going to be a walk in the park by any means. I feel like Killie will definitely have their moments. Roger's eyes definitely making a statement. It's just this is like as big as a statement as intent you can probably give, let's be honest, because it's like it's all well and good to sit there and be like, yeah, we've got this like tiny little inkling that we should maybe put a couple of starters but play it safe. Nah, man, we've decided to say fuck that and go full pelt, which is probably more than fine. It's Scottish to see you, man. I'm surprised you're actually still right.
That gives me the vibe though that he's going to make like 5 changes around the 65th, 70th minute.
That would be my hope as well, Chief. Because again, we do have options on the bench we can't rely on. There's the usual suspect Scales, either obviously Yang should we need him, Valley as well, Ralston if Johnston starts to tire out or whatever. And we can certainly use it to our advantage for sure. I think getting nice to see man. What's the lineup? We just went over them.
I get the point that you need to as you say, make a statement. But at the same time, we've got to keep our fitness up for these lads for the big game on Wednesday. Like the Wednesday game is a must-win.
Yeah, 100%. It's pretty much do or die that much. There is no kind of silver lining to it. It's win or bust essentially. So it would be nice for us to kind of cruise through this game and make sure that we're kind of in the right mindset. Because if we manage to lose this game, it's a question of morality. Do they go into that game with their heads dropping a bit, especially with it being at Celtic Park? Celtic, that you can give them the credit of saying that Paradise has been a fucking fortress this season. We haven't made many mistakes here. I think we've drawn once, and that's pretty much been it. If you include just domestic play over the course of it, I don't think we've lost at Celtic Park yet. So there is that playing into our advantage. But if you decide to make a mockery of things and this game gets way out of hand way too quickly, then obviously you're kind of chasing it, and you don't want to be doing that, especially at home. So kind of set the kind of tone early, make sure that you've got the right approach and don't fuck around with any dumb stuff. Keep it simple, keep it refined, keep it basic, and keep it fine, and we should be okay. You know what I mean? 4-0. Very bold. I like that, Marion. It's a very, very good prediction. I'm kind of going 4-1. I feel like Killie might get 1. They're one of those teams that can surprise you. And like I said, I feel like this game might get a bit slower as the game rolls on, and that's when Killie might pounce just to get something for dignity's sake. They could score early. I'm not going to sit there and say that Killie are an easy team by any means. They're not. We know from previous experiences when it comes to domestic cups that they can cause a surprise. But at Celtic Park, we're a different beast against these lots, so hopefully it's a bit more of a comfortable ride. That would be the bare minimum. That would kind of be the hope at the very least, you know what I mean? 3-0, but still be a very hard physical battle. Well, I think that's Rodgers' thinking as well. Like, he doesn't want to just throw the youngsters to the wolves, and if we lose, then it's just an easy thing to be like, oh, it's their fault. I think he wants to show, look, nah, we're not, fucking around with this. We're taking the Champions League seriously, don't get us wrong, lads, but, we want to actually build up the right kind of approach to this one, because we don't want to half-ass it, and if it comes with the risk of maybe getting 1 or 2 players injured, then yeah, bit of an issue, but for the most part, I think we should be alright. How you doing, Schneb? Nice to see you, my guy. Hope you're well, hope you're enjoying yourself, my guy. Well, there seems to be a little bit of a cold one, but a decent turnout, you have to actually say, for the most part. Oh, someone's just been caught sneezing into their hands, that's funny. Caught in 4K, that's a rip. Ain't no shot. Well, this is going to be an interesting one. If you're thinking predictions, I think, yeah, most of us are in the same kind of boat. we should win this one relatively comfortably, but there is always that chance that this game gets a wee bit more physical. So we'll read out the lineups one last time for anyone that's coming in or just joining us, but here we go. There's our substitutes. Take a little look at that. We went over them before, but a couple of key ones, obviously Valet, Ira, Scales, Young. You could take your pick. On their side they've got players like Watson and Armstrong, McKenzie, players that can cause damage. Okay, here's Kelly's lineup. Let's just start off with him. Makes the most sense to do so. So starting in between the sticks, obviously we know him well. It's McCrory with Diaz right and Mayo being their back three, with Lyons and Ndaba playing as their kind of false fallbacks, forward slash left and right mids. We kind of know, like we said and discussed earlier, they'll probably drop in as necessary. Polworth and Donnelly are the two midfielders, with of course Murray and Wales, who's been kind of strutting his stuff for Killie in recent games, will be starting as their front two. For Celtic, our lineup is pretty straightforward. It's Schmeichel starting in between the sticks. Taylor and Johnston hold their spots in the full-back position, as do Carter, Vickers and Trusty. Basically the strongest defensive line you could hope to see. Hopefully it's like the great fucking wall of China of the day. In Giles, McGregor and Atati are the midfield three, so we've gone with our strongest midfield pair, and most people would argue, but again, you could have made the case that Bernardo and McCowan should have started this match. However, I ain't going to complain. In Giles and Atati, very technical, very good, very true footballers. We should see some good stuff out of them today. And again, Google like to fuck the lineups for some reason, but we know that for actually starting in between the middle with them, Maeda's going to be playing on that kind of left hand side with Kuhn on the right. This one has a potential to be definitely dangerous, but as most games kind of entail at Celtic Park, it's usually a stroll. So the question is, do we just keep it basic? Do we make any mistakes? And if we don't, well, this one should be relatively comfortable. What's your prediction for this one, Flash? What you feel in the mouth?
Who's to know? It'll be very defensive until we get a goal.
Yeah, it's like one of those breakthroughs. And to be fair, Celtic Park is way more packed out than I thought it would be. Give credit, man.
And here goes the minute silence for Dennis Law, who sadly passed away 2 days ago.
For those that don't know, he's an absolute legend of the game. I mean, don't get me wrong, I never grew up watching him or anything, but I've seen clips of him, especially in his days at Man City. Kind of notorious.
Oh, sorry, it's not a minute of silence, it's a minute of applause, which well deserved, to be honest.
That's how you celebrate a footballer's career in the right way. Absolute legend of the game, one way or another. Nice to see you, Brian. Hope you're well, Chief. Hello to you. Likewise with you, Robert. Hope you're doing well. Love to see everyone in chat earlier on. We'll be getting live and underway in about a minute or so. I don't know if this one's delayed by a lot or not. Get us a refresh and we'll see. Well, we're not kicked off in goal, so that's something. Don't know if there's been a minute or two delay or what. But I think the applause is probably just part of that. Hey dudes, it's nice to see you, Phil. Hope you're well. Boys are in huddle mode and we'll be underway in about a minute or so from this point in time. So, I mean, as long as we get a good performance, that's all I'm really hoping for the day. Liverpool 1-2-0. I know, me and Flash were literally just discussing that before the game, Stephen. We were talking about it with Brentford. Darwin Núñez coming in clutch late, man. It's always good to have players like that on your team. But the ball is about to get rolling. And the place is about to get rocking. Killie have got the kind of rite of passage. They'll be the ones getting it underway, and hopefully they're not here to play a very good game of football. Hopefully that falls squarely into our laps, and immediately Killie are going to send it forward. This one's going to be interesting. How do you feel this one's going to play out in the opening kind of 10 minutes or so? Flash, this kind of has a lot of early physicality written all over it.
I feel like it's going to be a bit unsettling for the first...
Oh, straight away though, there's a ball in behind. Hold on a second. Oh, big fucking opportunity for Kuhn. The keeper's been wiped out. He's kind of holding his face. Big chance there. Could have been something. Jesus Christ, that was right out the gate. Here's a refresh. Google should catch up now. Hopefully. There we are. Fantastic.
The ball for Engels is pinged. Kuhn tries to get it to Kyogo. Kyogo gets it just to Atati. Kuhn gets there, and it's a slightly heavy touch, and that's why he can't get it under his feet.
German had the right idea to kind of take a touch and bait the keeper out, but it was way overshot. It was the right idea from the counter attack. Probably not the pass Kyogo was even looking for, to be honest, but there was a chance it came of it, but McCrory did take a hard knock. Give a keeper credit because he knows he's going to take a hard hit there and he comes out regardless. That's kind of the rules of being a goalkeeper. You're going to have to take those in the face, and he took it squarely. Give him credit, but obviously the danger with the way the modern game of football works is if they decide, obviously, that this is a kind of concussion-based injury, they might have to make an early change. But he's got his arms up and he's kind of showing signs of life and stuff, so he's not, you know, badly hurt, but he definitely took a sore one for sure. Killie injury team's just kind of making sure that they're alright. The medic team's kind of out there just scouring over him. I mean, a very hectic start to the game. You'll give it credit where it's due. Give him. Oof, to be fair,
Yes,
yeah.
as I was saying, I feel like these first 5-10 minutes are going to be quite like so passive, and then maybe we run the ball kind of frantic until players actually start settling into this game.
Yeah, and then about 5 seconds later, couldn't knees McCrory square in the noggin. Yeah. That's a good summarisation of Scottish football. I mean, to be fair, he's not bleeding for the nose. You can tell he's taking a few punches in his time. But I think they might be considering playing it safe.
It looks like Robbie McCrory is going to need to be subbed off, by the way.
Got the goalkeeper warming up on the side. The spare one's ready to go should they be needed. We'll do our best, Brian, 100%. Grimaya does starting as a good boost for us. I think for the most part, I mean, you kind of seen the early indicators of what Kuhn can offer. That running behind kind of caught, especially like both. Actually, hold on, that was a bit of a soul one for McCrory. His nose isn't bleeding, don't get me wrong, but it's.
No, but there's a big mark under his eye from Kuhn's knee, I believe.
So he might have not got kneed in the nose. He might have got kneed in the cheekbone. Which is arguably even fucking worse because it could fuck with a keeper's vision, and that might be why they could consider the change, because if that swells up, you're kind of having a problem.
Robbie McCrory is coming off, he's shaking his head.
Not the type of injury you'd want as a goalkeeper, I'll be honest with you, but they have to be better safe than sorry with this one, so they're going to be forced to make it. It's already swelling up to quite a size. Yeah. Definitely safe and sorry with that one. Well, there's definitely going to be some added time at the end of the first half already. It's going to be O'Hara that's going to come on for him though. I mean, I suppose if you're a substitute goalkeeper, there's no better performance to come on at Celtic Park and have a good game.
McCrory's not even going to have to go into the bench. He's going to need to go down the tunnel into the medical room, probably.
They'll need to check to make sure his cheekbone isn't fractured or anything, because that can obviously be dangerous for a lot of reasons, but certainly an intense opening to the game for sure. Celtic kind of had a half chance, but McCrory comes out, claims it, and I mean in turn can claims his life, so that's interesting. I kind of ain't too happy that he's already had to burn a substitution, but it is necessary when these types of like close calls happen, because again, if Kuhn's knee was about 3 centimetres to the right, that's square in the nose. Going to be the substitute goalie that gets it going. O'Hara's going to aim it long.
The thing is though, that might give both teams an extra sub, because technically that's a concussion. This year concussion rule that they've got in.
Maybe so. Well, it's going to be just simple passing around the back, so we'll just slow the game down for now. Just let people settle back into the rhythm of things. Rio's just going to pip it back towards Carter Vickers, look for any open options, back out towards his Canadian counterpart. That's a good pass back, but you kind of want to look for forward options where you can. McGregor's going to get a bit of a challenge for Polworth there. Or Wales, one of the two of them. My bad if I mistook him. Comfortable enough. And the approach plays decent. You've basically got every Celtic player in that half right now. Good enough for Trusty, steps inside looking for any open options, might just have to play it central though.
I would like to see our midfield like move about a lot more here, because we're very like kind of congested in the midfield already, and it's forcing us to go backwards, and I hate this shit that I watch all the time.
Yeah, the compressive play could be a bit faster out from the back, but that is early doors, and again...
Oh, that's a slack pass from Engels.
Don't really know why Carter Vickers stepped into
That's
that
a
way
foul.
too late, and I think there's going to be a free kick for Killie. Morelos nice to see you, man. Kids, most of this are grown ass adults when they're on film.
And that comes from us being our own worst enemy again. A slack pass going into Arnie's feet, and then he just gets a very bad touch.
It's not as if Carter Vickers does necessarily any wrong, he just stands his ground, but was never really going to win that challenge, let's be honest, and Killie will have a bit of an opportunity about 25-30 yards out. Referee's having a word with the keeper, not the keeper, with Carter now I should say. The keeper will just be setting his wall in the time. It's only 3 that's on the wall, so I think he's confident.
Honestly, the big wall that is Cameron Carter Vickers could take up a goalie, to be fair. It's massive.
Well, it's a small wall we've gone with, so if Killie want to take a crack at it, it's certainly within the range of possibility. Glendaban, I think, this might potentially be overswung actually, the way that they've got them lined up across the defensive line. I don't think that's a shot at all. He does go for it, it hits the bar.
Casper onto the ball.
Dangerous, it's going to have to come to Maeda to get the knock on, and there is a knock on, and Kuhn all of a sudden, there's a counter-attacking break. Can there be a move here? Spay it across. Dyson! Surely, son, that's a big opportunity. God fucking damn it, man. It's a big chance for Killie at one end, and then almost instantaneously, within the matter of seconds, we're up on the other end. It's a mix of Casper's hand and the bar that kind of keeps the first shot for Killie out. Maeda does brilliant with a knock on to get it ahead. Kuhn, brilliant chest action to follow it through. Plays it off perfectly to Maeda, who just kind of panics with the shot, doesn't really choose either side of the keeper. And it's slung just straight back out into play. We can't do much with it.
If that goes either side of that keeper, that's in the back of the net. What a save by Casper, by the way, first of all, onto the ball.
It's a pip forward, Maeda's on the chase
Thank
behind.
goodness.
This is what he does well, he can body his man, does win it. Good work for the 38, played in central, good potential ball in behind if they can find it, but they're just kind of passing it around safely for now. No elusive passes, it was a big chance for us, and it looks like it's woke Celtic up a little bit. There's a great ball in behind. Dangerous, but not really too particularly creative, let's say, for Maeda. It was across the face of the 6-yard box, but I don't think he kind of put his head up to see if there was a run there. Closest was Kyogo on that kind of inside run, but he was trying to take the run to the near post rather than the far. Let's see how good this was.
Oh, what a save!
I still think that's probably more of the bar. I think the keepers definitely would have kept it if it was on target. It was a mix of the two. You'd say it's a like fingertip / bar. Still shows that the keeper switched on, and that's what you want to see. Both keepers have shown already. Technically 3 keepers have shown that they've been switched on today, but one of them's unfortunately out of the game for now. That's a good pass into space if we want to take the right touch. Might be a throw-in for us anyway, that's fine. Come on, boys. Very hectic start. Seems to be what I'm thinking. We're trying to go for blood early and then just slow down as the game goes on. It was a decent enough opportunity, Robert, I'll say that much, but can't argue with it too much. It was a respectable opportunity, just kind of panicked between picking which side. Like, it happens, I guess, but if he does it again, then it'll be a bit more of a concern. Shooting boots are definitely there for both sides. Trusty's just going to run it up that left-hand flank, look for any openings. Maeda cuts it back straight to him. Celtic engaged that kind of halfway line press again. Killie seem to be good in condensed situations. Good for McGregor, still going. Takes a bounce, it could go for Rio. Shot is decent, but straight into the hands of O'Hara. Comfortable enough at the end of it all, but I like the approach played up. McGregor takes a run at him, that's what we've wanted to see more of. Stop using the wings as much and actually just see what happens if you take a run. Right idea, the pass doesn't come through, but it bounces straight out for Rio. Hits it hard on the right, doesn't necessarily find the target, but well, it does find the target, but it doesn't find it with enough power.
McGregor's actually won that really well, a header.
Good proper in action.
Well done, Rio.
Be safely played back. Don't think there's too much danger with the way that we're playing for now. Killie are more than aware that they need to kind of set their shape, not play too offensive, especially like I said with those overarching kind of left and right mids. They're certainly playing deeper in. It's more of a flat pack, kind of 5 at the back now. Simple pass cut inside. That's a good
Great
touch for
touch.
McGregor. Take a shot, son. Has a shot! Yes, big man!
Let's go, McGregor!
It's written in the stars. When that man lines up for range and hits it, it goes in. Brilliant shot for the skipper. We lead 1-0, and it looks like that game plan is definitely into action. Brilliant shot, brilliant goal, brilliant captain's performance. That's what we love to see, man. Again, lovely hold-up play. McGregor once again takes his gamble, just runs at his man. Hits it hard, hits it with the left. He picks his spot early and does not waver. That's probably what Maeda could have learned from his lesson, and it's a fantastic finish. Keeper can't get down quick enough, although he couldn't really see it through the sea of bodies. Brilliant shot. Celtic lead 1-0. Couldn't ask for a better start than that. Oh, fantastic for McGregor, man. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's brilliant. It's what we wanted to see. Good stuff, man.
This is what happens when Callum plays at his best and he doesn't do this panic and go back constantly.
It's gone to the referee
When
for some reason.
when he wants to make things happen, he makes goals happen. Fucking fantastic.
Well, that's how you take a game, by the fucking scruff of the neck and push it squirmly in your favour. That's brilliant. And it looks like we're trying to already push and go for a second. The long ball's there. Kyogo will try his best to hold up against Diaz. It's never really going to work out. I respect him trying it. Guy's like a foot taller. Rio has it for now, though. Played out towards the right-hand side. On. Bit of a stretched open midfield. Killie are aware of that, so they just kind of put the press on. Will force us to play around the back a little bit more, but we're comfortable doing this. Good pass. Here's Trusty, more or less playing as a left mid right now. Good start. Lovely play inside. Like the fact that the centre backs are getting involved.
Ingles.
Keeping it comfortable on that left hand flank. Killie are keeping their shape set, but they're not trying to do too much when it comes to the actual pressing part of the game.
Look for little quick and goes.
Brilliant take for Trusty, but he's, again, we're just going backwards a little bit too much here. You've got Killie where you want them. You want to try and put the throat down,
Nice.
or put the kind of boot down on the throat while you can, I should say. It's a good take for Maeda. He's going to have to chase it down though. Awkward enough, flicked up and away. That might be a foul. It is just
Don't find as much in that, ref. Okay.
Taylor kind of makes his frustrations clear. He ain't too happy whatsoever, but nonetheless, it's what they've been given. Do appreciate everyone that's joining us for this one. I understand that it's a cup game and it's not necessarily a kind of high importance match, but it's the last game that we'll be doing because obviously I'm at the young boys game afterwards, so figured we'd cover this one as like a middle repentance because I usually don't cover the fourth round, and I kind of start when it's like the round of 16 quarterfinals type beat. So we do appreciate you in here. It's absolutely the start we could have wanted, man. Couldn't ask for anything better stock room. Respected for my head, but it's going to go all the way up towards our right hand side and play it safe, pop it out for one for Killie. Definitely in an area where they could go for a long throw should they choose to. By the time Kilmarnock got on the scoreboard again. Every time the man gets on the scoreboard, it's through the most sexual means possible, man. Every goal he scores is brilliant. Playing out
Brilliant Celtic. Well played, well played. That's great football.
Passes a little bit loose.
Oh, it's unlucky. Nicholas Kuhn with the pressure. Oh,
see that far
Justin
side
got
pass?
it.
Maeda is open as fuck. Look at him. Get it to the man. Trusty. Fuck off, man. Right, he's gone central for some reason. Like, Maeda was standing in about 20 metres of space just on his own for like a solid 50 seconds there. He still pretty much is. Look at him. Look at the space the man has. Play the ball. Is he invisible? Oh my god.
Guys, can we move this out wide? Please.
Bro, Maeda's just... Let me look.
Guys, stop with this back and forward shit between the centre backs.
There he is.
Fucking hell.
Maeda's got a touch. Let's fucking go. He's immediately had to pass it back because it was played in as soon as someone stepped into him the one time where he wasn't fucking like free of space. Brilliant work, lads. Fantastic. Played back towards Trusty. That's a bit more direct. I like it. The touch for Maeda's... Oh, that is fantastic. We love to see it.
Ref
Oh.
advantage? Advantage?
Referee says no. That's interesting. Guarantee that's what his wife says whenever he's offered. I'm not even going to finish that sentence. I'm just going to move on. That's a good touch in behind. There's a chase down, and there could be something in there. But it's just going to be played back across and right. Oh, can I just stifle that one out? Mayo. And towards Donnelly, played back. They're put under some pressure, but not too much. That's a lovely pass, actually. Can't take anything away from that. Ball forward's a bit dangerous, but should be tracked. Trusty doesn't have that range of passing. I think I read your mind
with what you were going to say there.
I don't think it takes a magician. But to be fair, I mean, Trusty's he's kind of known for those passes. That's why it's a little bit annoying. Because again, Maeda was just open. That's all I was saying, Rob. I think it's just because Killie are playing a bit more of a condensed line, or very much kind of pragmatistical like that. That's a good pass into Stice. Nice, go on. Keep it on the floor. Nothing too fancy. You could see him be tempted for that long ball there, but he kind of, you know, held back in the firing, and that's something we can respect. He's seen the better ball.
That's it, shift it a little bit more.
Carter Vickers, more or less on the halfway line. Every single Celtic player that isn't Kasper Schmeichel is basically in the Killie half. Lovely touch for Arndt, just keeps it steady. Nothing too dangerous on that one. Trusty's just going to try and look for a simple pass, but once again, it just seems that he's doing the same three things over and over again. Look for that ball in behind, lads. That's certainly cutter passes for sure here, and that's exactly what he goes for. Brilliant. Slightly weird bounce back. It should be retained by the boys in green and white, and is fantastic. Keeps the ball steady enough. Good enough for Carter. Just kind of slows it down right where we need to be. Hey, they look nice to see.
Dyson Maeda is constantly looking to get in behind this right back of theirs, by the way.
Seems that the wingers are very much holding their space. There's a great ball.
It's
Maeda there?
Oh.
I don't know if he was offside or not. I think the flag was up anyway. Maeda just kind of says fair enough. The idea was there. It was a lovely off the field run for Maeda, but I think he would have been off by at least a half yard there. Give or take, yeah. I mean, he should have done better with the header, I'll say that much. He could have at least put it on target. Seems to be a theme with Maeda. He's either brilliant at crossing it and shit at finishing, or he's brilliant at finishing and shit at crossing. Seems this game, his crossing's fine. Well, I was just going to send this one long. Good knockdown, lovely chest for Maeda. Break, come on, surely this has to be the second. Oh my god. Nah. You have to be fucking joking, Kyogo, man.
I thought you got your confidence back last week, wee man.
He times he's run perfectly. It's every other action besides the final touch is perfect. Oh, he must have just been angry with the ball boy or something. The ball boy must have called him a cunt, so he just fired it straight at him instead. They should have found either side of the keeper again. That's Maeda and Kyogo both missed in their own ways. Very open chances. Again, if you're looking at this and you're looking at it in a very critical way, if you're playing against young boys and you know you're not going to get as many chances as that, missing those ones is not good. Very open goal, Coffee, spot on. That's not ideal.
If that was the Kyogo of last season, you would bet probably your mortgage on him scoring that.
It wasn't even a bad shot or anything. It was just he just decided a little too late. Like maybe a half second earlier, that's a perfect shot, but it just waits a little too long and bends it around the keeper a bit too much. That's a lovely pass for Trusty, the confidence, and that was clean. Right between the three of the Killie players there. No hesitation whatsoever. That's what you want to see more of. Rio. Plays it safe, lays it after Carter Vickers. Simple pass inside, back towards Trusty. Might see that open pass on the outside, opts to hold fire. McGregor. Returns to sender. Kyogo is a goal.
He was actually doing a good job here, like drifting inside and shifting this ball out. Although Greg Taylor's got to stay like a little more out wide for me.
You've got on and
It's all good, like well and shifting, but if you stay out wide, it gives us another option.
I think that's kind of what we're trying to do with like Arn and Rio because they're rotating quite a lot. Like McGregor's more or less like that
Good
anchor
ball.
point. That's a lovely attempt, but Maeda would have had to have a bit of a longer leg to keep that one in play comfortably. Keiko has a go. I shouldn't. I wouldn't agree with that. He's just having a bit of a, again, like it's not a horrible miss. It's like not like an absolute how the fuck kind of like you can get what he was trying to do. He just needs to kind of pick his spot a bit earlier. See what McGregor did. Just aim at your spot, hit it first time. Don't think. Football isn't a thinking man's game unless you're a manager or a coach. Half of the time it's about natural instinct and knowing what to do and where to be, and we've seen one example of it done brilliantly through McGregor. And it's a brilliant hold up. Fucking good physicality. It should be a potential foul, and it is. Yeah, advantage was played, so we might try and play it fast out the gate. We do play it fast out the gate. Interesting, but Arn's just going to slow it down for some reason, so it defeats the fucking point of that. Fantastic. Lovely step inside for Johnston. Continues that overlap and run. Gives Kuhn that look. He is so good with these balls. It's a really good one too, but it's going to be dealt with. Good chest to try and force it back into play, but it's just going to spill straight into the hands of the man in pink and red. And they'll be able to defend from that. Everything will come good today. The Japanese always miss a few before scoring a few. True. Pearl Harbour's a good indicator of that actually, if you think about it. But right now they're just crashing and burning a little. You want to see them kind of finish, or at least hit the target, you know. Good chase down, fuck's sake. Put the burners on to try and force that one. O'Hara's cleared it up towards that right hand side. Bit of hustling and hassling. Decent work there. Lyons has forced it out, but it's a throw in for Killie anyway. Well, there's a lot of talk of him going to Rennes, right? That whole reunion with Jota. However, I would say fuck Rennes and we just buy Jota as a power move. What, you want to try and take our star boy? That's fine, man. We'll take yours. Some good hold up there for Paul off. Give credit where it's due. Ball and behind's lovely as well, and I tell you what, it's good. Wales, lovely cut back, loose pass, might be a chase down. On does well to hustle it, but ends up playing it inadvertently straight into Killie's kind of area. Dangerous for a cross. It is a good cross and all. Carter has to kind of funnel it. Trusty wins the knock on. Rio panics for some reason. They'll try to claim a penalty, but I don't think the referee's having it.
Thank goodness Rio pulled out of that, or else it was a penalty. I think he pulled out of it just in time.
Held his leg back and it was just like maybe a bit of a bump off the hip or something. I don't think the referee was buying it for a second. The linesman waved his flag on the side as well to say, nah, you're good.
Very scary though.
Definitely not what you want to see one of your less physical midfielders being tasked to do. You know, you'd rather prefer to have McGregor in that situation than him. But nonetheless, we move. Oh, that's a pass. Not the greatest redirect, I'll be honest with you, but the pass into space was fucking lovely. It's, Trusty's starting to find his feet. He's starting to find those long balls into the kind of deeper territories in the midfield, which is all I was kind of hoping to see from this game. Oh, that was clean. Give Killie credit, that was fucking lovely. They still actually have a move going here. That could have been dangerous. Good hustling there. Again, I think from Trusty just kind of holding his man up. Oh, weird deflection. My head will chase it down just to see if there's any loose threads. Played straight into a Celtic body, and tell you what, held up fine as well. We're just going to take the run inside. That's what I'm saying, midfielders. What a pass! Chance. Decent block, still dangerous. He's gone down. Referee's not going to give anything away either, so at least he's been consistent with both teams. I like that. That's good. Good refereeing on both sides then. Can't argue with it whatsoever.
Well done, Trusty.
Good hustling for Trusty again, tell you what. Starting to wake up the big man on that left hand side of the defence. We're using a lot more of the left hand side in general. Good ball. Maeda. Good hold up touch. Rio's just about held it in play, but it's going to take the pop up into defence anyway. Oh, lovely for McGregor. That is calm. At least one man's playing with full confidence. You can clearly see it in his swagger whenever he gets on the ball. Just holding it up, doing what he needs to do. A little lunging in the room. Lovely taking touch for Kuhn actually, but the ball in behind was let's say, not very good, Carter Vickers will just pop it back up, force Killie to take a decent touch. That's an awkward ball back. Actually, I don't think he's seen the Celtic man behind him, and it's forced him awkward issues. What the fuck is that touch?
Terrible touch.
And he just bundles his man over
given.
for good measure. You need to wake up, big man. You need to come on, man. I want to see you get your goal. I need you to be confident for fucking young boys. Like, I need you to be switched on. Oh, yeah, the Killie one was definitely a dive. I think the referee kind of figured that one out quite fast. There was contact, but it was like so fucking little for that type of reaction. Be sure to like the streaming stuff, by the way. It kind of helps keep us in the algorithm. I'm sure most of you are already aware of that because I ramble about it a lot. Same if you're new here and you've not subscribed, you can help us out by doing so. Got enough to keep that on the floor. There's a breakaway chance. How's that ball going to bounce? It's not the greatest, I'll be honest with you, and it still ends up going Killie's way regardless. A little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Kuhn's not too happy, but I mean, probably was. I appreciate that, Rob. Appreciate it a lot, fella. Thank you very much. It's a good press for us. We'll try to keep them engaged, but it's sent forward by Dias. Oh, that's a lovely fake out for Giles, and then he just absolutely makes a mockery of himself by doing that literally straight after doing one of the nicest things I've seen him do this game. That sums him up pretty fucking well. Definitely a long punt coming. You can see this from a mile away, straight over everyone's heads. There it is. Up it goes. Could be dangerous. Apologies if you heard that noise, everyone. Carter Vickers just keeps it comfortable, spreads it across the face of the box. And we'll try and retain and go again. We've definitely slowed down some aspects of our play, but the kind of bite in our balls in behind are certainly a bit more intentful. There's definitely no defensive complacency like there was against Dundee. Which is again a positive sign. You can always take the kind of small victories in that sense. It's a good ball for Carter. Ball is actually going to be good. Can he whip it in with pace? He does!
Oh my god, this is real!
Every Japanese player has missed an absolute golden fucking chance. Lads, yous are the land of the golden sun. How the fuck are you spurning these opportunities? That is a fantastic, and I do mean this, brilliant ball in for Giles. It is pinch perfect. And somehow Rio's missed from fucking point blank range. That is worse than Kyogo's and Maeda's combined.
How's he... I don't get this. How's he missed from 3 yards out?
We could be 4-0 up if the finishing was just a little bit fucking better, man. Like, my god.
And the only reason I know he's 3 yards out is because he's halfway in the 6-yard box. What the fuck?
I'm baffled by that through like so many extent. It means like, how the fuck is this still 1-0?
This is not what I want to see before we go to this young boys game. Come on, lads.
That's like when you're playing like FIFA and then you switch to PES and you forget that the fucking shooting button's the crossing
mate.
one.
The buttons, they're inverted. Yeah.
Just punch that shit over like he's playing rugby. Like, my god, we're still in very dangerous territory. That's a ball.
Oh.
Kyogo doesn't switch on in time. I can't really fault him too much for it. It was a little bit behind him. It looked way better when it came off the boot. I know, by the way, that's what it fucking feels like. They get to finishing range and then they just put a blindfold on just to make it more interesting. Genuinely, I want like I knew that we would be very aggressive in the first half, but the fact that we've only scored once is a bit of a fucking joke when you consider the chances that we've missed.
Yeah, we should have scored about 4 now, and that's not even. I wish I was lying about that.
Oh, poor giveaway, and it's going to give Killie a chance to break if they don't hold the ball up, which they've kind of, for some reason,
Good pressure,
decided to
force
do.
him back away. Well done, Greg Taylor. Oh, unlucky.
Well, a very interesting opening 30 odd minutes or so, I have to be fully fucking honest. This be one of those ones where you can say that we've comfortably been the better side, but for some reason our attackers just don't know how to put the ball into the net. But the one time we have, it's a lovely goal. I mean, absolutely fantastic goal. There's nothing you can say that's been bad about the way we've played, except the final ball.
I don't even think there was a forward involved with that last chance, was it? It was midfielder to midfielder. Oh, that's awkward from Casper.
Popped up and away. It could be a chase down, actually. I like that. Play it fast. Or do
that's
that.
unlucky. I know what he was trying, I respect it.
Chase down. Johnston should get there to cover ahead of time. Pollock ain't getting anywhere close.
Surprised Casper didn't boot that, but I respect it. It's
lovely
nicely played
pass.
by Engels to Rio Hatate.
Yeah, just going to go back to the keeper every day of the week with that one, but can we keep the press on just in case?
Oh,
Lewis touch.
lack of communication there.
A few times Arn's been a wee bit with the first touch that he has, and it's going to open the door a little for Killie, but not too much. Celtic don't plan on answering it anytime soon anyway. It just pops off. Celtic throw in, we'll retain the ball and go again.
I'll settle for this. If we'd have 2 minutes of slowing the ball down there and then catch them off guard. Oh,
Not good for Angels, although
For
that touch wasn't
Sports.
exactly great. Decent enough control on it. He's just going to have to kind of shuffle it where he can. Get him off the corner. I think there's a difference between being like patient and being persistent. I'm persistent. Fuck being patient, no offence, man. I've watched like 3 actual sitters of this game already. Like, we're not even through like 35 minutes of football. We've missed a sitter on average every 10 minutes. I like the fact that Rio's kind of kept the engage on there. There's a bit of a chase down. Pop up. Should be calm enough to control. Does. Trusting
I
Taylor.
wish I could be patient, like Robert says, but I've watched us drop points with missed chances like this.
And nobody next likes up one the whole fucking scoreline. It can switch at the little drop of a hat. I mean, bear in mind, Killie did open up this game with a really good chance of their own. They've done basically fuck all since that point, I will say, but give them credit for that much.
That's really well done by Trusty actually to hold that. Oh, Rio slips.
He does well to just at least force the ball back through the Killie bodies. It was a high risk, high reward, and that time it worked out, but it could have been very different. Lovely passing behind. Good feet for the skipper. Lovely switch. There might be a chance down that flank. You have to shift that fast, so. Brilliant ball into space. Surely Kuhn. Second bite of the cherry. Ball into the box. Heel go chests it backwards for some fucking reason. Other way, Chief. And once again, we let a really good opportunity just fizzle out by trying to be too perfect with it. Try to find that perfect opening. Take a touch and hit it, man. Your skipper's already shown you that's exactly what you need to do. Trying to be too fancy inside the box once again. We don't really even get a shot away for our fucking troubles. Once again, though, still trapped in the final third. The only player that's in our half's Carter Vickers. Ball in behind's open. Is he onside? We'll have to see. But that's a ball into. Why wouldn't you shoot? Why wouldn't you shoot? Why? Oh, he's panicking, man. Nah.
The confidence is just shot out of the wee man.
You had the whole fucking world in front of you and you tried to pass it backwards.
Oh, well done, Greg Taylor. Brilliant, by the way. Ball into the box.
I respect that from Kuhn trying to beat a man that's a foot taller than him, but Diaz was always going to win that one. God fucking damn, man. Make that like basically 4 sitters. Pressure's on. Killie will keep the kind of hope alive, but they're not really filling on it anywhere out past the half. Simple pass back and Carter and Schmeichel will just have a little moment. figure out what's happening there. We usually have 5 or 6 by half time. I mean, honestly, we should. I'm not even going to argue with that point, man. We could have had at least, I'd say, confidently 3 more. 2 you could maybe make the case for.
2 were sitters, so that means 3, and then, yeah, we could have easily had another one where about 3 chances.
But I guess the positive notes
3
is...
half chances, by the way.
We have been comfortably the better side. Again, like, you can't sit there and complain for the most part about how this game's played out. There's a ball out towards my head. There could be something dangerous here if we can get the ball in time. Corner kick maybe. That's good enough. Good hustling for the Killie skipper. Can't take anything away from that. It's going to force a chance for Celtic. And again, we actually have had some pretty respectable success from set pieces recently. So I'm slightly optimistic to see, because we do have our 2 big boys, Carter Vickers, Trustees there. I'm not really expecting Kyogo to beat Neo, I'll be honest, but we'll see what happens. There should be a looper towards the back kind of stick. It's more near post, but there's a chance. Rio decides it's rugby again.
When the ball hits your head and you're certain Rosette, that's Hatate. I'm just kidding.
Oh, he was onside. That Kyogo chance was, and for some reason he tried to fucking pass it. That angers me so much. Like, you're a striker, the way to get out of a striker's rut is to score. And you're turning down an open chance for, again, basically the fucking 6-yard box. Oi.
For those in chat, by the way, how many minutes to the end of this first half do you think there's going to be with a keeper injury?
I'd say at least 2 minutes. I feel like 2 minutes is probably reasonable, I would say, from this point anyway. Very strange half of football, because while I can sit here and say that we've been fantastic, that the one aspect of your game that you're kind of hoping to see, especially before a very crucial match where every chance will count, we've missed already about 5 sitters in this half. Like 5 really good chances, 2 of which should have scored, 3 of which were very, like, you would call them high XG chances, and somehow it's only 1. So Killie will be thanking the lucky stars, man. I don't know whatever fucking, like, witch doctor they decided to visit beforehand to put a curse on us, but it's working. They're keeping themselves at bay for now. But again, they have had that little half chance where they did kind of have that free kick that kind of careened off the ball. Too much time
Ball
left
up in
in
the air
this
from
half.
this goal kick. Trusty gets there. Camley.
Where's the exchange?
That's a great ball.
Corner, maybe? Or did he
Is
overtouch
that a
it?
corner? No, it's given as a goal kick.
I can make a case it could have came off either of them, but Kuhn isn't arguing with it, so I think he knows it came off himself.
Another sub? What?
It must be for Lions, because it kept kind of going down. Our captain's aft, Danny Armstrong is on. Basically a like-for-like switch. He's just going to take up Lions' spot in that right-hand slot of the defensive kind of shape. I think something
Wait, what
happened.
hand?
I think they'll just try to show what happened with Lions in the build-up there, because he did land weird on his like back leg.
Yeah, I was trying to see what I'm doing. That's not a foul, ref!
That's off your god. Yeah, even McGregor's like, ref, come on. He must be smoking more green tobacco than me with the shots he's taking. Feels like it a little bit, but hopefully that just keeps him zen and he doesn't let it get to him and he just scores the next one. That would be my hope. I feel like Kuhn's had more than 9 goals this season, Chief. Are you talking like domestically? Or like as a whole?
He's talking about in the league, I think. Because as of last week, Kyogo did go top of the league scoring.
Because he's had 2 braces in like 5 match days, but like that's what Kyogo does, right? Like he'll have games where he doesn't do anything, and he'll have games where he'll score 2 or 3. Again, there's not too many minutes until this half closes out, but can't say that we've done anything necessarily too wrong besides the one big kind of aspect that we wanted to see improved, especially with the chances that we wasted against Dundee a fucking few days ago. Just to see a bit of a bounce back performance, and to be fair, we're winning comfortably. I'm not complaining that we were performing whatsoever, but again, when you're looking to see kind of chance creation, it's not ideal. I'll be fully honest with you, it's not ideal at all.
Despite the 2 injuries from Kilmarnock, it actually feels like it's been a fast kind of first 42 minutes. Game's kind of flowing.
It's because we're really looking for that second goal. Like it's apparent that we want that second goal. We don't want to leave anything to chance, but again, when you're looking and getting desperate, trying to break through, you can always open up lanes for the other team. Good touch inside. That's a poor giveaway. Oh damn, man, do not do that shit.
You've been having a decent game up until now, pal, with like the aggression you've shown in their final third, but don't do it in our final third where it's risky.
Okay, well that's something. At least he stays on his feet.
Advantage is given.
Back towards Carter Vickers, and we should build up from the back. Come on. Don't sit on your laurels, do not let them press. That's what Killie are going to try and do. They know that they'll probably go for this towards the end of the half, just throw a few minutes in, we burst the energy, try and see if they can grab something. Because going in,
Celtic have got to shift this ball, but Casper's getting like no options here.
Simple play out from the back, it's a slip, should pounce on it. What a
Great
challenge. Good work for them. Lovely pass for the McGregor back to Taylor. Good work for the Scots there. Hey Stephen, nice to see you fella. Hope you're doing good. Hope all is well in the world. Okay, well the referee says no foul. Killie are going to have a bit of a chance to break forward here. There's open lanes if they want to use them. Ball into the box is half dangerous. And it could have been something that bounces. Well, Armstrong's saying that it's a corner. I don't think it was, I'll be honest with you. Could have been. See the replay back, I'll tell you that now. Oh, it does take a very heavy deflection, but I think it's half of a Killie body. Oh, Schmeichel, man, that's a bit of, like I'm saying, the complacency, because he's not had much to do this game. He's just switched off a wee bit there. Don't want to let that be out.
Well done, Nicholas.
Good work for Nicholas, though. McGregor has been fantastic this first half. Has not put a foot wrong, the big man. Perfect skipper's performance so far. Got the goal for us. A lovely goal at that as well, I think I had. But again, just a minor miscommunication between Rio and Schmeichel there. Had to clear that one.
That's not a foul.
Referee.
He's just used his strength there, ref.
Even in Davis smiling, you can see it on his face there for the first wee second. He's like, fuck's sake, how'd I get that?
All that Alistair's done is leaned his left shoulder into him. He was falling anyway. Or sorry, his right shoulder.
I think it might
but
be
that's like nothing.
It's the advantage. I think it's the advantage being played through off of the Angels push initially, and Johnston just follows up on it. So I think they pulled it back for the contact on Angels. Very confusing. What's McGregor done wrong? He's been brilliant defensively this game. I don't think they disagree with that one, Rab. Ball in the box for Killie. Headed up and away. There's going to be a minor chase down. Killie will be the ones to engage the chance. They might go for a quick cross or something new. Have to leave it for a throw in instead.
6 added minutes? What the?
Referee's wrapping the pass. That's fantastic. I guess we're going to have 15 minutes of football in the first half and probably another sitter in that fucking time. Killie do have the ball on the edge of that right hand area. They could go for a quick cross. Snapshot. Cross is good as well. Fucking hell. Could have been dangerous. I think Trusty's little kind of flick on off the head just about salvaged that for being straight into a Killie body. Good luck for him, but it's not by any means clear. Whip back in. Ball, big bounce. It's in the back of the net. The referees... That might have came off a hand on the build-up in there, but Killie have managed to get back in it. The referee, I think, might have seen it late there. But it looks like it came off a hand.
It's going to VAR. Yeah, it's going to VAR.
Has to go to VAR. 100% has to go to VAR. It looks like it popped clean off the hand. Let's take a look here. Let's have a gander. Handball has to be disallowed. Not a chance in hell that stands. Comes off his hand.
Back in the day, there's nothing you can do about that. Under these new rules, that's a handball.
It plays the ball into a position that allows the striker to get the goal. That has to be disallowed. Because his arm's languishing and he turns in towards it. There's clear intent to play that ball. There's no fucking way that should stand. I've seen way less obvious handballs fucking disallowed. Be very disappointed if they allow this to stand. Because look at that, man. He basically palms the shit like a basketball. He turns towards it, lets it guide off his arm, rolls it out so that Wales can get on the end of it. If that is not disallowed, that is a big mistake for the referees. That's why they're being so sincere by checking over to make damn well sure, because it's an iffy one, but it looks as clear as day for where I'm standing.
What?
They've given it.
Are you joking me?
They've actually given that.
You've given less of a handball like involved goal against
Look,
tricks.
Dude. There is no fucking way in hell that gets given, man. He palms it, man. He's... One set of rule for a bunch of other teams, different set of rule for us. What the fuck do you mean that stands? Referees are trying to hand Killie the fucking game with that. You're actually ripping the cunt. There is no way.
Up until then, I was actually enjoying the first half. I thought, apart from a bag of nails with some defending, but this is like...
And this is where all of the sitters come into fucking play, and you realise that Kyogo and Rio have basically missed a chance to put this game to fucking bed long ago, and instead the referees have basically handed Killie, because they weren't even celebrating. Wales didn't even celebrate when it went in because he thought it was disallowed. So that should tell you everything you need to fucking know. Ridiculous for the SFA once again, man. No fucking... I want to see what they say on fucking VAR, that's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. I need to know what the fuck is going through their heads. He turns into it, it bounces off the there, it rolls straight to Wales, who gets a tap in, and that's not like a clear indication of redirecting the ball. That is fucking stupid. I'm sorry, man. Referees need to go and fuck themselves with a stick.
Terrible ball by Greg Taylor.
Aye, man, it's the same shite every time. Doesn't matter how well Celtic play, it just depends what the referees fucking decide. That is ridiculous. I don't care what anyone says. And they're actually sitting there celebrating it because I think it's just a thing. If it's a team in blue and white that's the Celtic part, the referees just forget how to do their jobs, how to operate. It's like, I don't fucking get that.
I think Wally Coleman needs to investigate and check that Rest bank account.
Fucking too right. That is dumb. It's absolutely dumb. There's nothing else you can... It's always the same shit. Literally, we did this a few weeks ago. Brilliant first half, but we missed so many fucking chances, and then we let one little half chance fall away that isn't even necessarily fucking merited. But they take advantage of it because the referees are fucking, like, genuinely just dumb as shit. That's the nicest thing I can say about them. They completely missed the fact that he fucking uses his arm as a guidepost to get it to Wales.
That's not their ball either. What? That came off him last.
That is fucking wild. Actually fucking wild. Villa fan calling us pathetic. That's interesting. How's your league challenge going, by the way? Remember how you were kind of in that fight, and now you like are actually getting outdone by a fucking team named after a forest? Sit on one, Chief. Respectful. Nice to see you popping in again, though. Hope you're well. Hope everything's good. There's a good ball towards the right hand side. Maybe there's a wee little chance before the end of this, but I feel like the whistle's just going to fucking go as soon as we get another half, because of course, right? He's actually letting the attack play out. That's interesting. Could be something towards the end of the half, my era. Throw in potentially. This will be the last opportunity. I just want clarification as to why the goal stood. Like, there is no fucking, like...
Yes,
no angle makes that make sense to me. Every angle makes it worse, if anything, and yet the referee... Like, did he go over and look at the monitor, or did he actually just stand in the middle of the pitch? Because if he's trusting the fuckers in VAR again, then that's the issue. That's the problem. Because they probably didn't communicate that it came off his fucking arm as clear as day. And they're like, oh, you don't need to review it, it's not clear and obvious enough. Bell ends. And now that might genuinely let it get to Celtic. This is what I was fucking fearing. This is why I said it was going to be like a 4-1, because I thought Celtic would get goals.
That's half time.
I knew Killie would score, but fucking ridiculous that that's how they do so. Ah, there you go. That is half time, boys. Fill it. And I can't honestly say that we've played bad. Killie basically got an assist for the referee in that one, I'll be fully fucking honest with you, but they get one back in added time in the first half to basically make this game a bit more fucking interesting. Kyogo needs to come off. I'm being nice about this. He just isn't fucking there. And no offence, but if you see someone low and confident, get him off. Just get him to fuck, man. Just put fucking Ida on, let Kyogo simmer on the bench, because seriously, if that's the fucking output of our main striker, it's no good enough. I'm sorry. Because, I mean, Bobby Wales just proved exactly what you do as a striker. You stick in there just in case. But Rio's missed for point blank range. Ridiculous. Assist for the ref. When you watch the goal back, you'll understand exactly what you fucking mean. We pay the ref every time. Okay. You're one of those dumbasses. Fair enough, man. Thank you for the subscription, but... Bro, what are you talking about? We pay the refs. Have you not watched how the last like 5 games for us have unfurled? We have been fucked over big style. Watch that call back and see if you can say that we pay the referees, my guy. That's some silly sausage shit right there. Aye. Fair enough. Can't really argue with it too much, but nonetheless. Aye, is absolutely pish. Aye, but he doesn't miss for 2 fucking yards out. I mean, I say that he probably will miss 1 or 2, but still. It's not the point.
I hate talking about VAR here as well. There's a channel you can go and see that where the freaking head of Scottish referees actually shows you what goes on. But that's a joke.
Yeah, that's the point I was trying to make as well, Watchal. It's the fact that it's like, if it just comes off his hand and then it bounces around a bit more, and then they score, fine, whatever, it's not intentional. But the fucking fact is, the handball directly literally leads to the tap-in. Like, if he doesn't do that move, it doesn't go towards Bobby Wales. Bobby Wales doesn't get the goal, therefore, nothing happens. But he uses his arm as like a pop it off, get it to Wales, Wales taps it in, and then all of a sudden, apparently that stands.
8 years ago, 8 years ago, mate, it's not a handball, but as we said at the time, under the new rules, it's a handball because of the rule that you just mentioned. Sides
always moan when the decision goes against them. Most decisions usually do, Chief.
Added it.
That's the issue, Jim, my boy. Like, I just want clarification as to why the fuck it was allowed to stand. Like, I'm always under the assumption that if you play it off your arm, it's a handball, therefore it should not stand. I have seen so many goals disallowed for and against us for way less than that. So I'm just baffled, if anything, you know what I mean? Like, you're practically fucking playing basketball at that point, so what the fuck? hope so, Stephen. I hope so. Heaven help us in the Champions League if they don't get it together soon. Nah, because I think they would at least VAR that correctly. They wouldn't just do the referee stand in the fucking touchline and wait to see what the two dumbasses that are having their coffee break are going to say about it. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Like, I don't mind them getting a call wrong every now and then, but it seems like it's every fucking week. If it's not us, it's another team. Like, somebody gets messed up because of some fucking really finite rule, and again, it doesn't fucking matter. It comes off his arm. It's an intent of play to roll the ball out. It's fantastic. I don't think anyone pays the refs. I don't think anyone looks at the referees and sees them worthy of paying. We probably pay them in fucking buttons. Bunch of pretenders, man. They get their fucking licence out of cereal boxes and then think they can fucking referee. It's amazing. I've seen fucking more consistency at Sunday League level, and that's being serious, man. They don't need VAR. And if they do, they just run to the sidelines and look at somebody that's recording it on their phone, and they can still make a better judgment fucking call than a cunt that has like hundreds of thousands of fucking dollars of equipment that he can at any point in time use. And he opts to be like, oh, I'll just stand here on the touchline, I'll just do this for like 50 seconds and then I'll just let it go for some reason. Said it for time, man. We need to start doing what they do in rugby. Get the referees mic'd up so they can't fucking do that shit where they just wait after the game and be like, oh, we made a mistake, sorry Lamal. No, I want to know why you made the mistake in real time, cunt. Well, isn't that funny? Maybe focus on your own team. That's definitely something for sure. That's funny. Correct decision. Arm was not in the way. Yeah, I mean, if you're fucking blind, maybe. But every other angle, besides one that was inverse, and even then you can still tell that it comes off that part of his arm. Like, I want to see this back, because we're watching like the replays back then. I want to see how fucking bad this is, because if it rolls off his chest, I can get it, but it doesn't. Like, it clearly just comes off of one part, which is his arm. So I want to fucking see this shit back ASAP, just to clarify. I'm still confident we're going to win, by the way. We'll walk out in the second half and fucking smoke them now. I don't think Rodgers will let that shit slide. But I want to see that decision back. There's no way in hell it's not a handball, I'm sorry. It clearly comes off his arm. There's no other part of the body that plays. Leads to Wales getting in behind. Yeah, like, how the fuck that stands is genuinely insane. Bruh. Like, I get his arms by his side. I get the argument they're trying to make. But it hits the part of his arm that isn't by his side, that doesn't fucking coalesce with his body, therefore it's playing the ball intentionally. That should be disallowed, man. I'd say the same shit if we scored the goal exactly like that. I have done it for goals where we've kind of got like weird calls off the arm. That looks like a handball, and that they get disallowed every fucking time, but that one doesn't. Make it make sense. It makes no sense at all. Oh, pain. Oh well, we still have a second half, I guess, but the amount of fucking chances we have wasted this game is insane. Crosby Watchal. We're fully at well. We're absolutely fully at well. I mean, Flash is just quietly doing his. I think he's just processing whatever the fuck happened at the end of that, to be honest with you, and I can understand it.
I am fucking bamboozled.
There's one way to put it, honestly.
Like, to be honest, mate, I'm embarrassed because these officials, quote unquote, make these rules and then they don't fucking stick by them. That's what baffles me about it.
It's just like, again, there's no consistency to it whatsoever. Like, it changes almost weekly.
How many times have we discussed VAR? Like, even like off stream, never mind on stream. On stream, we've done it plenty of times.
I get sick of it. Like, I genuinely, like, I don't want to talk about it. It shouldn't be a talking point of a game about fucking kicking a ball around. But it always seems to be like a thing where it's like, oh, right, well, just use this, like, we'll bring in this thing that's meant to, like, better the game and get the referees' calls correct. And yet, the referees have notoriously gotten worse since it's been introduced because they rely on it too much. But they don't rely on it during the times where it makes fucking sense to. And that's why most fans are pissed off, because there's so many calls that, like, just don't make sense. Like, you can understand both sides to them. Like, I can get why they've allowed that goal to stand in some small way, but every other part of me from every other rule is like, but it's a clear fucking handball. Like, if it comes off his stomach, fair. But it doesn't. It comes clearly off his fucking arm. There is no other part of the body it touches to alter the direction of the ball. And the arm isn't a part of the body you're allowed to fucking use. So, it just baffles me, honestly. All I'm saying is if we get a call like that, then fair, but we don't. We very rarely fucking do. I was thinking that myself, Coffee, to be fair. Martin O'Neill's looking good. He probably wants to walk down into that dressing room and fucking scream the heads off of the boys in there as well. What the fuck are you missing all those chances for, you little cunts? I'm gonna start scoring now. Swear to God, every time I fucking come in and watch you cunts play, it's an absolute fucking, it's a travesty to watch. It's like I need to go down there and tell them how it's done. It's like, you, Kyogo, what's your fucking name? It's like, you call yourself the land of the rising sun. The only thing that I'm seeing rising is my will to fucking kill you. Get back out on that pitch and score a goal, you little cunt, and just watch it.
What would you like to change up in this second half from our standpoint?
Mentality. I feel like that's the big thing, because you seen the way that their heads dropped as soon as that call was given. Like, that, there was just no like offensive awareness after that point. So the big thing for me is get on someone that's a bit of a mentality monster. And again, you have options on that bench. I feel like they can do that, right? Like, off the top of my head, I would say you could probably make the case to potentially bring on, I would say, Bernardo, right? I think that would be like a respectable call. Is he on the bench? I think he's on the bench. Yeah. I'd bring on Bernardo for Rio, just to give a bit more depth when it comes to defending, but more importantly, it would also kind of help with the overall actual, like, way that we set things up. Because obviously Rio's doing well when he's getting the passes in behind, but he keeps going backwards, and he's missed 2 or 3 really big chances that I feel if you put Bernardo or Angels on the end of those, you get a better shot at the very least, you know what I mean? So get someone that's a bit more technically prowessful, but a bit more physical, because he's lost the ball once or twice in the midfield through slack passes. I just want to see that tightened up. Like, I'm not saying Rio's playing bad or anything, because he isn't. He's playing fucking great. But I feel like if you want to tweak the game in the midfield and get just that bit more out of it, because it also allows McGregor to be a bit more free running, because he knows Bernardo's not going to lose as many 50-50s, it opens up a lot in that midfield area, and we can maybe get a bit more done with that. But until that point, obviously, I can't think about what Rodgers is thinking right now, because for all I know, he could see a whole different style of way to approach this. He could bring on Ida and, like, you know, go for a more actual direct approach and go for crosses. But again, you can only really hope that whatever change we do make is a good one, at the very fucking least, at least one that makes sense. And again, McCowan, Bernardo, they make sense. I wouldn't mind seeing Valle, just in case we want to get a couple more crosses in towards the end of this. But it's what I said at the start of the game. The last thing you want to do is be equal once you get to the 65th, 70th minute, because the game will only slow down more from that. So keep it simple and just go for it in the opening 15. I would say, you know what I mean. Like, put the fucking foot down, go for it. Try and get something before the 60th minute. And if you're 2-1 up, brilliant. If you're 3-1 up, even better. But have something to actually try and defend, because the last thing we need to do is fucking get to the end of this match and realise that we have to go to fucking whatever extra lengths just because of a really stupid decision for the referees. That would hurt more than anything, because it's not as if Celtic had played bad. We played fine, but that one little decision could genuinely turn off the mentality that we've built up over the first 40 minutes, and that's what's going to concern me, if they walk out with their heads down or not. So if they come out in the opening 5 or 10 minutes with a bit more oomph about them, I'll be pretty confident. How you doing, Kevin? Nice to see you. Yeah, you're from Donegal. Nice to see you, fella. Hope you're well. You got a bit on a Celtic, you know, we'll mess it up. I have faith, don't you worry. If there's one thing that's always a thing for us, man, it is second half syndrome. Like, I know that we need to play you in the Champions League at the end of the month. I'll give you a real thing right now. Villa, if they don't score in the first half, they're not going to find a fucking easier time doing it in the second. Right? Celtic are way better in the second half than we are in the first. So, I guess there is that to factor in. And if that's a bad half for us, then a good half means that we just put the fucking chances away this time. Because we should have about 5 or fucking 6, arguably. At least 4. So, it's about how we approach it.
We should have been 4-1 up within 4-0. Sorry, within like the first 30 minutes. If they were watching the game.
Exactly.
My God.
Well, I'll say while we're on half time as well, if you would like to, you can subscribe if you haven't already. It's one of the things you can do to help out the channel. We're 2 away for 1560, which was kind of the sub goal. We just wanted a couple this stream, so if you haven't subscribed, please make sure. You can double check to make sure, because sometimes it likes to unsubscribe people. You can also help out Flash as well. He's on Twitch, same kind of name. He'll kind of, you know, I plugged it multi-1 times before, but he's welcome to kind of put his link in towards the end of this half and the end of the match in general. You can go and help him out there, because he's on the push towards trying to, was it 400? I think it's 400.
I'll check. Yeah, we're free from 400.
Well, there you go. We're both like a couple away from milestones. So if you have a Twitch, if you even know what a Twitch is, please consider going over there and following him. Want to give young Kenny a good 45 minutes? Because he's not on the bench. Our bench is actually quite stacked. That's the part that surprised me in Flash, like pre-game. The fact that we've went out with like a full strength team basically. And it's not as if it's working out for us, I'll be honest. The second half's going to be underway in a few minutes or so. Just cutting around some of the fans that are in the ground. The second half will be underway pretty soon, so we'll switch back to this screen. Oh, actually, yeah, beforehand, I added the new members to the wall, so if you see yourself up there, fantastic. Happy Chappy, Gnome, Jack and Pilots up there, so if you are in chat, if you are just lurking or whatever, welcome to the wall. You're here for the next month, at the very least. What's a Twitch? Something that happens when you get excited when you see a woman. No, it's an actual website that's it's like a live streaming site for like video games and a whole bunch of other shit, but Flash, that's his predominant thing. That's what he prefers to use. It's where he does most of his streams. If you like games, if you like kind of strategy based games, definitely something to check out. He plays a lot of League and other types of games along those lines, so I guess if that's your thing, definitely worth checking out. Thank you to the person that subscribed, by the way. We're 1 away, so thank you very much for that. Hopefully we get that one extra fella to pop in and say hello and subscribing, that we get this up going. That would be good for the soul. But I don't think Celtic are making any changes, nothing visible anyway. A good second half here, boys. That's all I'm fucking hoping for. Scotland looks Baltic. It is Baltic coffee. To be fair, people use your namesake as a way to stop themselves from freezing to death. Referee's just delaying the start by a second. We're now going. Let's go, boys. A good second half is all we fucking require. At the very least, early goal. Calm the nerves, calm the pressure, and go from there. Good pass inside.
We want the same intensity in the second half as we had in the first 10-15 minutes.
It's not good that Maeda's already staying down. He's not getting up. I think Rio's trying to wave the referee down.
No,
but this is not what we need, man. Please tell me he's on his feet. Right, thank fuck.
He's up, but he's
limping. Kyogo, good feet. Right, he's doing something good. Let's go. He seems fired up. Great ball into space. That's exactly what we need to see for you, big man. There we fucking go. Much better. Kuhn's unlucky and now he's limping. That's not a good sign. Fuck's sake, both our wingers have already went down with like minor tweaks. Couldn't try to stretch his leg out to get on the end of that. It was a fabulous ball across for Kyogo, but I think Kuhn might have put a bit too much on that outstretch. Did throw himself at it, but I don't think he was switched on quick enough, I'll be fully honest with you. Go back to the stats so you can actually see the actual stats. My apologies for that one. That's a loon ball over the top, and it's going to just be a simple throw in for Celtic. Definitely in a place where we can cause damage though. We'll have to go back for it. Carter Vickers, switch the cross for Trusty. Just going to put it around the defensive area for now, look for any open options where we can. That it very much is, Brian. That it very much is. Decent enough, keeps it steady. Good for Trusty, come on man. Hustles it enough anyway. Arsenal 2-0 up, we'll go down.
Oh.
Well, I feel like Villa's bet's over one way or another then. Right, Stephen, you're in chat, fella. Did you put a bell in this time round, or are you still kind of going for like a dry January bit for betting?
Is he actually?
Well, he didn't bet in the last game. Well, to be fair, I don't fucking blame him. That game was hard to predict. Good pop up. I like that. He's playing a bit more aggressive, trying to force the physicality, although that was just a bit silly. I think it's a throw in anyway. Don't know why you're complaining, Chief. It's for the fucking same distance. The last two games we're starting to struggle to defend set pieces. I mean, not necessarily. It's more crosses that are doing us more, I would say.
Please get it, like, oh boy.
Carter eventually gets like a snap onto it, but it's still very much like there. Killie have got all their bodies all of a sudden pressed up, fired straight into someone's chest. Cleared away, and there's a bit of a chase down. Let's see who wins this one. Yeah, comfortably by Diaz, in the fairness. Headed up. Should be a Celtic throw in. Oh, someone just, what the fuck, Rio just got stood on. Just a wee ballerina dance. I think it's one of the Killie players just stood on his toes accidentally there. Oh, that is great feet for Kuhn to keep that in. That is fabulous. The ball forwards, I like the idea. It's not going to work out, but we're going to need to clear it, Killie. Celtic seem a bit more switched on. Definitely haven't let the goal at the end of the first half really waver them too much. They're playing pretty much the same. Granted, it is very early doors in this half though, so you do have to consider that. Oh, I like the idea.
Oh!
Still dangerous. Ah, fair enough, a good bet, still a good bet, Chief. The way that we've started the second half, there's definitely potential for a second goal. I don't think either team really wants us to drag over the 90. There's been some good performers on both sides. You'd say the kind of key players for us so far. You'd say McGregor, he's been pretty damn fucking good. Trusty's been pretty solid as well. You'd say you'd make a case for, I'd say honestly, Donnelly and probably Ndaba. Two very good players for Killie so far, for what we've seen. At least in terms of trying to get like offensive creation, because that cross in basically came from Ndaba in the first half. Played back. Killie might just try and find a long throw in here. I mean, I like the idea from them, but it was never really going to be too much dangerous there. Schmeichel just slides out, gathers it comfortably. It's going to piss off the groundskeeper cleaning that up, but worth it. Good pass out for the back, actually. Got to respect that for Rio. Could be a potential break on the forward front now. Good touch, stay on it, big man, does stay on it. Loses out on the bounce, but it's still going to be in Celtic possession, so it's still in an area where damage can be done. Rio kind of just cuts that pass out, which I honestly respect. Just get it into a space where we can take a touch and slow it down. Trust it to Maeda, brilliant. Pass it back through if you can.
Oh,
I think he got caught in two minds between Giles and Maeda there and just kind of went between the two of them. Sent long and Schmeichel will gather. Come on, boys. Definitely potential for us to do some damage. Got faith that we can do something here, but we're kind of putting ourselves under a bit of needless pressure now. Taylor. I don't like this. Just don't be stupid with it. That's a good pass out. We're just about break the press. That's what we're trying to do. Get him behind the lines. Kyogo's been taken out a belter there. There's definitely going to be a yellow card once the play ends, but for now Celtic run the ball forward. Maeda cuts it across. Good hold up on the edge. Here's a skipper. Already scored once for Rangers today, so probably not wanting to kind of give him too much space. Killie basically going all defensive. Bonnie, the box is great though. Maybe just a bit too much dip, and Killie still, regardless, had to do some work at that. And there might be a change.
it looked like a booking anyway. Is he not going to book him? He's just going to talk? Okay, then.
Well, that's a fucking
Okay,
point,
pal.
that then. It wipes a player out, nothing. Got it. Fair enough. Ball's underway regardless. Carter Vickers plays it out. Johnston. Good feet for Kuhn. Oh, lovely run. Brilliant 1-2. Rio can't stretch his leg out in time, but Celtic have bodies there to intercept the pass out. Do get on the end of it. McGregor's keeping it comfortable and close for now, but under some pressure, still got it under control. I fucking love the way he's playing this game. Cannot say anything bad about McGregor whatsoever, man. He's been pitch perfect. Carter Vickers to Johnston, looking for any open lanes, but he might just cut that back into central space. Rio looking for any open options. He might just have to kind of cut that back instead. Yeah, just going side to side a bit now. Killie realising if they kind of choke the spaces and routes out to the wings, that it kind of does a lot for damage limitation. I respect what Kuhn tried there, but very rarely does that ever work out. Carter Vickers should win the pop up straight into Killie's possession though, and no one's really closing him down, so it buys time for a pass. Out towards the right hand side, they can take a run here if they want to.
Close him down. Close him down.
Good tackle. I do like to see that. Gets a bit of a run going up backside. Maeda should just play that safe. Comfortable enough. Nice. Killie seem comfortable with the press, but we're just engaging it more than fine. Defensively we're alright, so nothing too bad. Juventus, also Celtic, Leverkusen, Liverpool, Bayern and Barcelona to win. All very good bets. For the most part.
Who are Barcelona against?
I couldn't honestly tell you. I've been more focused on this one than most.
Yep. So have I.
Schmeichel's got it. Hopefully we play it for the back with a bit more pace and purpose, man. That's
That's
the polar opposite
dodgy,
of what we're
but
asking.
we get there. And Kyogo just blasted it into him.
Good hustle. I like that at the very least. Get a bit physical there. I like that Kyogo force.
Get that ball off the pitch.
Celtic are trying to pick up the pace, but Killie are doing everything they can to slow it down. It's one of those games where it feels like you're just kind of trying to grate something out here. Sadly again, Killie just hold it up, win the ball, and they'll just slow it down as much as they can. That's a poor giveaway. There's a potential break. Maeda's there on the overlap, should have been needed. What's Rio going to do? Goes for a shot straight into the hands of the fucking goalkeeper. Again, seems to be a thing where they just don't pick a side of the goalkeeper and hit it straight fucking at them. You had Maeda on the overlap, didn't use him whatsoever, just goes for like a pop shot between the middle of them, and it was never going to work out, let's be honest.
If you wanted a go, like show a goal as well, in my opinion, he's got to show like just before he takes that extra touch on his right foot and open his foot up. But he decided to put it onto his left.
Yeah, it's definitely not been a particularly grand performance for the most part, but I can't say too much in terms of what we have to do better, we just need to get into the box a bit more. Kyogo had that really good pass across the face of the box within about 2 minutes of the fucking half starting, and you'd say that's probably been the best chance of the half. Well, there's a talk of this definitely bringing in 1 or 2 signings before the end of this window, so I suppose that is a positive. Apparently Tierney seems to be a bit of a deadlock at this point in time. I think he's out of play there, yeah, thrown anyway.
Oh my god.
This touch for Trusty Taylor's there to cover, but it's going to kind of put us under a bit of needless pressure. Either gives the ball away. Kind of customary that there's one big mistake like that for Trusty again. I think that's the one. Does well to keep that in play. There's still some pressure and chase. Good, really like that for Maeda. He had the right idea, but couldn't go anywhere further in. Otherwise, that would have been a foul. Good feet for Taylor. Love that. Trusty again. First touch is just a wee bit lacking. Putting ourselves under random pressure for no reason. Maeda's under some pressure himself. That's a weird deflection. I tell you what, it works out for Rio though. He can take a run here. Ball in is fucking brilliant. Hold on a second. Chance for Celtic on the counter. Great pass. Go on, Kyogo, big man. Do something. Shot. Blocked. I respect it though. That was a bit more direct for Celtic. We used the space, tried to do something on the counter attack. Bit better. Didn't work out, but we move. God damn. Thank you whoever just made that 1560. We do appreciate you very, very much. That means the next goal's now 1570. Thank you. It's a good ball into space. Come on, boys, move it. Loose ball into the box. Going to be cleared away by Killie. Give them credit, they're defending valiantly, but Celtic are coming at them time and time again. But it's the same issue where we're not really forcing shots. We're getting into the areas to get shots away, but we're not really trying to go for it when it matters. We're not pulling the trigger. In games where you have to be clinical and you have to be deadly, that's going to be a foul. Maybe a yellow card as well, but yeah, there's a yellow card. Doesn't really surprise me too much. I'm pulling the arms. Usually gets you that at this point in the game. All to see Harry. Yeah, kind of goes for his arm. Misses, grabs a shot instead. Oh, ball is in the book. We've got a free kick just outside the semicircle on the halfway line. Good ball out to Maeda, but I don't think he's taking his man on at any point in time.
No, looks like he's going back to be. Cheers, Taylor.
Awkward. Still might keep on to it. Decent enough for Maeda. Good enough for Carter, just plays it safe. This is where it kind of feels like a little bit coffee. Well, Villa made it 2-2, fair enough to them. If you can't beat Kilmarnock at home, I don't think you get anything against us at Villa Park. Yeah, true to an extent, but I don't think any Celtic fans expecting us to go down there and win. We're quite reasonable with our views here. I've always kind of said best case scenario is a draw against them at Villa Park. Similar to what we did at Atalanta. Just have to frustrate them and hope for the best, but I don't want it to come to that. I'd rather just win against Young Boys and it's sorted. We're on a break here. That's a good ball. Please take a good touch inside. Shoot!
Kyogo,
oh, for fuck's sake, man, it's getting ridiculous now. How many runs at goal do you need before you start to fucking panic, man? Like, the dude, he's not sticking them on target. He's not even trying to now. He's just trying to get a shot away for the sake of saying he got a shot. Another really good pass in behind, and it's just nothing comes of it. Can't fault anything that Rio did there. The cutter pass was fucking perfect, but like, I get that Kyogo's marked by a man. I get that he gets kind of stood across at the perfect time for Mayo there. Like, I get it, but again, should you do better to keep that on target? I think so. There's only about a third of this game left for us to potentially dig something out. Good off the Carter. Good hustling from us. We're winning it back a bit more aggressively now. Good pass for Carter, but it's going to be a bit of a hustle for Cooney to keep that in play. He does brilliantly hold it up. Gets past his man as well. Still going. Fucking brilliant for the German. Ball into the box. Surely. Chance here. It means nothing though, and the reaction of the fucking captain says a lot on the way out of the box. Just kind of claps his hands together. It should be a free kick for Celtic there at least, but another big fucking chance goes missing. It's brilliant for the German again. Gets down the wing, gets away from his man, picks the right pass, but good awareness defensively for the 22, just makes sure. Oh, it's unlucky, man. I like the fact that he tried to hustle to keep that in play, Kyogo, but Killie are just going to send that forward. Trusty's on the chase down, should just play that back to Schmeichel. Tries to be...
Bro.
You could have just played that to Schmeichel the first time, Chief, but does so the second time. Great pass. Maida's got space here. He's going to have to run though, because he's got two basically on him.
Brilliant.
Gets through one. That's a foul. Surely the referee might let it play on though. But it's a corner kick instead.
Not give us advantage or anything, mate, but thankfully we got a corner. I'm shocked as you that we got no advantage. Get that to back post.
Oh, big mistake for Taylor. We'll overlap and try and cover the space, but the ball's just going to be played across, and defensively we'll kind of set our shape and go again, but another few big chances that we've allowed to go now. It's not exactly ideal when you look at it like that, but for the most part we've played okay. Still have faith we can grab a goal, but like I said, once you get to the 65th, 70th minute and it's still equal, Killie will grow in confidence that he can snatch the game. Ball, good one. Touch isn't great on the layoff, but you can see what he was trying to do.
Trusty, just go back the way now.
That's good actually.
Oh, he's done well there.
Keep it in. I think he did keep it in.
Oh, he kept it in?
Brilliant work. Rio's good step away there. It was opened up the entire right hand side, which means Killie will need to stretch their lines across again, and Celtic can maybe look for another probe in towards the midfield space. Kyogo's got space. The pass deflection, maybe Maeda could have ran there. Aye, Celtic are a sleeping giant in Europe, man. People tend to forget this. We had the same money coming in that fucking Aston Villa have every single year. I'll tell you right now, man. We'd be pretty potent in the Champions League. Good punt forward. Lovely take for Trusty, in fairness. The pass is just as good. And the ball over the top for Rio is decent as well. He's finding his passing boots all of a sudden. Maeda into the box. I like the idea, but he just kind of overshot it a tad. Diaz might have to win the knock on. Rio will force the issue. They'll try to claim a foul for fuck all, basically. That's funny as hell, man. Ball at the edge of the area. McGregor trying to find a way inside. Good layoff pass. The touch is a tad heavy, so he'll be forced all the way out to the wing. I don't think he minds that too much. Plays it back. Good pass. Decent. It's awkward. Perfect fucking time for this to happen. I mean, the idea was nice at the very least, but it just went out of play. I respect the hustle, fellas. It was not a benefit at all, but we have a corner kick for our troubles. Come on. Surely we'd do something with this. I mean, based on the way we're setting up, it doesn't seem like a near post type of cross, although Angels very rarely doesn't go for the fucking near post here. Has to be an out swinger of anything. Near post. Pop up. Dangerous still. Might have a go for range. Dances about for some reason and then just falls over.
I'm scared.
Chance for Killie on the break here, for fuck's sake. Chance for them to do something on the switch. There's a chase down, get there ahead of time. Temporarily fullbacks have switched positions. Bro. I think it's where I play. I'm going to make some changes instead. Polworth and Donnelly are coming off. Ironically, one or two of them was on a yellow card, I believe. And Watson and Rory McKenzie will be taking their place. So they're still trying to play a very mindful game. They're like-for-like switches. They're not changing their formation or anything, Killie. They're still trying to maintain that kind of condensed counter-attack of style. The time's starting to run out thick and fast for us to dig out something here, and there's certainly I've certainly got optimism that we can do so. Maeda will just guide that, let it out for a throw in. Comfortable enough. We do have it in a dangerous enough area if the Celtic boys moved a bit fucking faster, but more than happy to take their time. Looks like we're making that change in the midfield now. And Gels is off. Paolo Bernardo is on. So it is the change that I was hoping to see. It is Bernardo to give a bit more technical stability and physical stability, but it's not Rio that's the other change. Although to be fair, Rio's had a much better second half of this passing, so can't take anything away from him in that aspect, so it could work out. Can't say we've changed the way we've played too much. Possession wise we've been fine, passing's been good. It's just that finishing product that's not really been fully there. Taylor just opts to get it back, trust it. Carter Vickers back towards Trusty, should maybe just opt to play it safe here. Just go to Schmeichel, spread the play, yep. To me, on the other side, just not doing the work, being clear at the top has been a cost, so not just lazy. Yeah, it's the complacency cost, like everybody knows what it is. All too well, sadly, but it's not really Celtic being complacent, it's, I'd say the referee's being complacent, if anything. That's what's giving Killie the edge back into the game. Celtic's finishing ability's been fucking woeful though, I'll say that, man. Oh, could be dodgy, but Taylor kind of redeems it, makes it look like a good false touch instead. Lovely pass out for Schmeichel. Don't know why we're just facing him.
Been a few of those like nervy touches, especially from Trusty.
Lovely pass, sweep and run, go! Go Maeda, go! Use your engine, wee man. What was that touch? What was the touch? Why'd you take that touch? Oh my god, man, it's like every good chance is falling to our Japanese boys, and for some reason they're not switched on. We need one of those chances to fall to anybody. Like, we need that to fall to a Kun. Oh, I like the idea for it. I was going to say on there for Paulo, but it just doesn't really get exchanged back in behind. Right, that's going to be a potential foul. Yep.
Yeah, oh, to us? Okay.
I mean, I'm a bit surprised at that one, honestly, I'll be honest. It's the first thing the referee's probably given our fucking way for no reason whatsoever, but nonetheless, we move. Ball out towards the right. Lovely, Fifi Kun. Run, big man. Run at them like the wind. Go. Go. Maeda, please, big man. Yes! Get in, man! We knew it was coming. It was only a matter of time. It's a Dyson Dazzler. Let's fucking go, man. Brilliant for Kun again. That little fake pass, that little bait out to draw in the last defender to give Maeda that time. Brilliant. 2-1. That will stand. There's no way it doesn't. Fucking brilliant finish. Probably one of the harder ones of the game when you actually look at it on paper, but we take the chance when it comes. Brilliant for Kun again, man. Pass is perfect. Maeda just sets himself up, doesn't try and be too clever, picks his spot, goes for it. Gets it around the keeper, well placed into the far kind of right corner, far left corner I should say. Far right if you're on Maeda's perspective though, it's a fantastic effort. I mean, they're going to be pissed off because of the foul at the start of it all, but that was like a minute and a half ago, so they can fuck off with that shit. That is a big goal. Massive goal. Like I said at the start of this stream, Dyson loves to show up in the cup. It's taken him 70 fucking minutes, but he's here. We finally fucking get a Japanese man to score a goal. Brilliant. And that might fire Celtic up because already we're on another counter-attack. Kun's on the ball again. Steps inside, no fucking shot. Kun from range! Off the ball, Rio still has it. Shot! Brilliant shot! Good save, I think, for the keeper. Two brilliant efforts back to back. Celtic have woke up as soon as we've got that goal. Couldn't really deserve that one. It was a boot. Oh, man. And then Rio follows it up with just an equally brilliant strike, but the keeper, give credit where it's due, gets across to it, big glove, tips it around the far post. Jesus Christ, that was fantastic, man. That should have been a goal. Ball into the box, takes a big deflection. McGregor might get there first, does. Good, brilliant feet. Still got it. Still got it. Still forcing the issue, and eventually Killie clear the lines. Wee 5-minute burst for the Germans just dragged this team well and truly back to life. Brilliant, man. Got to keep this going now. Simple ball across the face of the box. Decent enough for Schmeichel, just pass it out towards the side, be safe with it. Good step inside, might go for the long exchange, does. Good flick on, could be a breakdown that side as well. Bernardo, lovely little outside of the foot pass. There's a breakdown that side, maybe a potential for an early cross. Goes for the early cross, it's awkward. Killie will have to clear, they've panicked though, there's going to be bodies in there for a cross again. Should have picked a pass way earlier. Goes inside there, don't know what the touch is, but he's held it up, fair enough. Killie are starting to kind of fall over a little bit, they don't look confident.
Brilliant from Conor McGregor, inside! Oh,
right idea, takes a deflection and Killie might just have to panic clear it again. They do it, chase down will be engaged, but Trusty cuts in front of his man, stops it at source. Much better, much better. We won't touch our goal, we'll absolutely fucking ballistic that shit, man. We'll take it off the hinges. Rip it clean out the ground. English teams are confident, but bear in mind when we went down to City, when they were literally fucking brilliant, we managed to take a point off then. Celtic are one of those teams, right? We have games like this where we play fine and somehow the scoreline's just fucking woeful. And then we have games where we play brilliantly and the scoreline's justified, so it's not all set in stone. But my focus is on the game beforehand. I ain't looking ahead of time. But we've definitely earned that equaliser. But not that equaliser, we've definitely earned that chance to go ahead. We just need to prevent the fucking equaliser now. We can't let it happen a second time. Killie, swing it high. Knock on is dangerous, but still very much preventable for Celtic. It's out on the edge of the far side for now. They've got past their man into the box. That's dangerous. Chance for Killie. Big deflection, and it's gone out for a corner. And Daba, we did touch on earlier, he's having a good game himself. He kind of gets on the edge of that one, but thankfully there was a good old sea of green and white to protect the line there. Corner kick though, still not by any means dealt with. Love to see it cover. I've they're a big side by their own means. I'm not taking anything away from them in terms of that. But Celtic are bigger. Ball into the box, dangerous. It's over everybody and out for a goal kick. At least Ndaba's not one of those bell ends that fall to the ground and then stay down. Another goal or two will put us out of sight. Exactly it, man. That's the way I'm looking at it. An extra one for here would be good for the nerves. Schmeichel sends that one as high as he can. What a touch for Kuhn, man. He has woke up big style this half. Much better overall. Pass into space. Gets taken down there. Should be a foul. Quick foul. Played on as well, and it means the Killie are on the chase a bit here. They're going to have to track back a bit faster. Celtic are just doing their best to try and buy advantages.
But well done.
Take it on him, Dyson. We could go for a cross here. Aye, it is going for the cross. It's over everybody, and it could have. I mean, I tell you what, if he was a bit more switched on, he could have got something there. It's still dangerous though. Good. What a touch! Oh my god, the footwork to tee up that shot was fucking beautiful though. Again, big chance for the German, but the little kind of side-to-side swivel to kind of tee that up was beautiful. Oh, that would have been lovely if that went in. Sells man a dream and nearly fucking books a nightmare instead. That could have been brilliant. Oh, that's just been sent straight out by the keeper. I respect him for trying to keep that in, to be fair. I give Mackenzie credit where it's due for trying, but I think he knew that was always going to be out of place. My header just kind of wins the flick on, but that's about the extent of it, and Killie will try and throw it into the dangers. I know, by the way, like, if Kuhn had scored that, that would have been one of the sexiest things I'd ever seen. Just the wee sells his man, absolutely sells him, it's brilliant. There's just something like, whenever you see Kuhn starting to like dart inside on one of those little meandering runs, you just know that you need to kind of like get your arse out just slightly for the edge of your seat. One of those players, man. A little unlucky killer on a break here potentially. The flick on's dangerous, but corner should be fine on that. Get it away, Rio. It's not really getting away. You've got a second bite of the cherry. Yep, just guide it out. Simple enough. I'll take it. Do appreciate all the support, lads. Can someone actually update me on what the like count's sitting at? Are we sitting at anywhere half respectable? Anything over like 25 is more than fine. I'd say for a cup match anyway. Oh. Awkward.
You're 2 away from 40, Chief.
Oh, fucking excellent, then. Can't complain at all. Thank you for the support, lads. That's terrific. That's way better than what I was thinking for a game like this. And we hit a sub goal, so 1560 was the plan, and we've hit that too, so fabulous, lads. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Celtic are doing what they need to do here as well, so I'm more than happy. And Taylor's just trying to see if he can find a way in. That's not really the best body movement from Maeda. Kind of gives the ball away poorly, thrown in behind. Good header for Trusty, although it's awkward. Killie can still maybe do something, although they've given a foul the other way.
I'm shocked.
That's very confusing as well. Referee has been very inconsistent. That's just been nice about it, man.
This referee has been very poor for both teams. Honestly, it's had a poor game.
Oh, what a pass! If that had came off, right idea, but it's still dangerous. Ball into the box.
Oh.
Right idea again, just not really the final ball as always, just a little bit out of whack, but I like that for Paulo. Respect the hustle for the big man. Every one of them starting to kind of play with a bit of bounce in their step. They've got a bit of joy going about them, and it's always fantastic to see. Cannot take anything away from it. Good cutting behind. Couldn't really keep it in play though. I respect it for Rio. He's had a much better second half. Some of his passing's been fucking terrific. Oh yeah, well, there you go. Ralston and Scales. Looks like Ida and McCowan are on the bench as warm-up options as well, so it looks like we'll be going for a good old-fashioned overhaul and switch. Which, I mean, for this stage in the game's fine, but you don't want to make too many changes because it could fuck with the momentum and flow. Lovely ball. I like the fact that Killie was trying to like angle for it, but what a pass. Holy shit. Cannot complain about that whatsoever. That's a good ball into space. Go for the cross. Big man into the right area, but it wasn't really a cross. It was more of like a force. Oh shit, Killie could steal that though. They could steal that still. Flick up's awkward, but I think he was just trying to force a physical battle.
Wasn't it? Goes him down. Watch for the pass on the outside. Don't let him inside though.
Trusty just literally, you know, NFL toe punch that shit.
Yeah.
Awkward. McGregor.
This is just like football tennis, that's what I'm watching here. Right, there we go. Snow on the ground.
Why have you left that space open? Oh, fucking. Trusty tried to cover that way too fucking late, that's all I'm saying. Lovely pass into space, could be dangerous. Come on, boys.
Alistair Johnson just made a busting run.
What, 10 minutes left, whatever. So I'd say with additional time, I'd be generous and say about 3 minutes. So we're getting to that point, for sure, where things can happen. Killie can still theoretically steal something. They did it at the end of the first half, so Celtic will be aware of that. A second would calm the nerves and basically just assure the flow of the game goes our way. This could be another like county situation where we get a few goals late. There's a real good chance for that to happen here. Kyogo, it's just not his day, is it? Frustrating is probably the only word that can really be fitting for him this game. I mean, brilliant work for Rio again. Brilliant pass, opens it up. Kyogo, first touch was brilliant, but it's just that final one again that lets him down. That's it straight into the hands of O'Hara. No real danger in that all. They're just going to send it forward. Mackenzie's there on the loop. Can't win that header against Trusty though. Good work for the big man. And I've just spindled into the midfield poorly. It's a good ball forward actually if he can chase that in behind, but Johnston should mark him more than comfortably enough. Half chance for them. I'll just turn you down while your dog's doing that now, Chief. No change, and there is going to be a change. Scales and Ida, two of the big Irishmen. The boys, the battalion. They're going to be coming on. What the fuck? What do you mean Craig Taylor's coming off? So, right, okay, well I guess Scales is playing left back. That's interesting. Okay, I like that. I was going to say there's no real need to take off, to really take off. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't mind it. Fair enough, slabber and go. That is a fantastic comment, Jesus Christ. Listen, I don't want to sit there and give Kyogo a lot of shit. Really, again, he had an alright game. Fuck off, Killie! Big chance! Big chance. That could have been a fucking big moment for them. Straight into the hands of Schmeichel. Thankfully enough, they've taken a lesson for like Rio's shooting book the day and put it straight down the middle. Pick either side. I just read that in a pure Brexit accent, Cabbage, I'll be honest with you. Here is where I'm comfortable. Too many channels out here with their utter sausage stranglers. You know what I mean? Only knowing love two things, waking up, beer and football. Killie do have a chance to actually do something here. They could do a football of their own. It's within about 45-ish yards, I'd say about 40 yards, give or take. Definitely a high cross. They'll probably try and loop it towards the back stick if they can. That's probably where they have more people on that far left side than the right. That's exactly what they try and do. High looper comes in. Dealt with comfortably by Celtic. It was the kind of obvious play. There wouldn't have been any other real options there. Celtic will have to do a little bit of pushing it from the back. It's nice to see you, Cabbage. Hope you're well, fella. Oh, Killie done well to retain that. Mackenzie's going to just spindle that back into space. Wright's going to send it high and long. Headed down, my head, I should just kind of get there with tons of time to spare, actually. Runs into space. Go on, there's openings here. Go on, do it, Kuhn. Do it again. Do it to him. Do it to him. Oh, fuck. I respect it. I was as soon as he cut in, I'm like, this has to be on target at least. But he doesn't put it on target. It's a respectable shot. Maybe could have done a little bit better to force it at least between the sticks in that situation, but he did have to try and do it through a sea of bodies, so fair enough, honestly. Grace from Coney Clare Island. How you doing, Paul? Nice to see you, man. Apart from what we were playing, actually fine, to be honest. We played more than okay, but Killie's goal came through, let's just say, mysterious circumstances. The referees had a moment. They forgot that they had to do their job. There's a break chance. Go on, Maida, please. Please. Referee. What do you fucking mean it's a foul for Killie? Fair enough, I guess. We missed too many sitters, not good enough, especially from the strikers. I agree with that. We do need to tighten up the ship, especially because, again, the next match is a big match, and it's a match that I'm not here for. I should clarify that. I won't be here for the Young Boys game because I'll be inside the stadium, inside the North Cov, screaming my fucking lungs out. So, that will be fun. Got to find a way to clean up the finishing, 100%. Maybe we'll get to see a little bit of a 5-minute showing from Ida. Maybe if he gets a chance or two, we'll see where his confidence levels are at. But there's still a game to close out here. Nothing set in stone. Still definitely time for Killie to steal something, especially with the added time that they'd figured they'd add on. "16 shots and goals, 7 on target." To be fair, their keeper has made 1 or 2 alright saves, but most of them have been straight at him. Killie will try to force something from the edge of the D there, I respect it, but nothing's going to work out. There's a break. Great fucking feet. Still going, and this has to be 3. Surely this has to be 3. How the fuck have we missed that then? It's a 3v1 break, and they've missed it. I don't honestly blame Ida for not taking the shot. Like, there are so many obvious routes to go there. You'd think Kuhn would put that at least on target, but he takes a touch for some reason, and he tries to, like, outside of the boot it with his left instead. That is just silly for the German, I have to be honest. Maeda just kind of falls in front of the goal as if he's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Interesting. Can't really argue with it. I appreciate all the people subscribing at the end, by the way. Thank you very much. We're already halfway to technically next goal stream. Things you love to see. Thank you very much. Carter Vickers last 3 on goals in the Scottish Cup semi-final, 2 points in Europe and 2 points in the league. Yeah, if they could do it when we're like 5-0 up, that'd be fantastic. Just another big miss for us. That could have been dicey. Do not do that shit again, Schmeichel. What a pass, hold on. Nice, Rio. I respect the hustle to try and keep that in play. I think they've given a foul anyway because he outstretched. Yeah, Kevin, it's one of those games, man. Like, we could have fucking wrapped this shit up by like 8 goals to 1. Technically, it should be 8-0, right? If you're actually like being serious here, it could have at least been about 5 to 8-0, and instead somehow this game is 2-1. I'm not going to complain because at the end of the day, progress is progress, but it ain't looked particularly convincing. How many minutes played? Right now we've just ticked on to the 89th. 89 minutes played and basically a minute and whatever's left. Well, I mean, Kuhn's just back for injury. People kind of forget that, like, and he's already still immediately proved to be like a key cog in the machine. So you have to kind of look at it like that. Like, I can agree with Kyogo. I just don't think he's 100% there. Yeah, definitely things that we need to tweak and change. Holy shit, Scales, what a pass. Big Ginger Ninja throwing in a cross for the shadows. Love to see it. There we go. Still has it. Go on. How is he Scales as a left wing? Let's go. Here's my Ida, edge of the box. Great ball into space. Ida. Whipped cross. Dangerous. And Killie clear the lines. Great touch for Scales. Good header. Have a shot, Scales. Oh, my Ida. Yes! Is he on? Fuck off. No, it's off. Bullshit. It looked like it was on. Bollocks. I thought Maeda had got himself a double. That is a rip. No. It was a lovely goal. He did well to kind of hang off the back of his man, but it did come off of a Killie body, so that's like, maybe it should stand. And it is close, by the way. I'm not too sure. They're having a conversation about it. Maybe it goes to VAR, maybe it doesn't. 91 minutes been and gone. I mean, it's a close one for sure. But it might be for that initial ball inside at the start of the entire play. Don't think that goal will stand, boys, I'll be honest with you. If I'm being genuinely, I don't think that one stands. going to be sending this one forward. I think they're still trying to conclude a check, but it looks like it shouldn't stand. I'll be fully real with you. But it would be nice if they decided to cheese us and give us it, because that's what they did to Killie for some fucking reason.
Honestly, it's weird because the playthrough when it gets to Ada's more offside. Adam Ada's more offside than what Dyson is. That's what I don't get here.
I think that's probably what they're checking on the build up and play. I've not a problem at all. 96 Irish, 96% Irish. We love to see it. What's the other 4%? Is it English? Are you a traitor? Like the fella. Vancouver Island, I love to see it catching the end of the game. Well, I'm glad that we could bring you something. It is offside for my head, he is off by like a ball here. But he is off nonetheless. Instantly Scales, yeah, Scales at left back turns out to be a potentially good option. Maybe we don't need Taylor after all. We could just put Scales in there and maybe that's how we give Scales his minutes. Looks like, oh great, McCowan gets to come on for fucking like 30 seconds. God bless his soul. Real comes off, he deserves a wee round of applause.
I don't think Taylor had a bad game.
Neither do I. I'm just saying it's just good to see like Scales come in and actually have a decent shift. I mean, I get it's a substitute shift, but he's winning headers. Look at that shit. Look at him go.
No, yeah. I like seeing it too. I was more like reacting to chat, I'm not gonna lie.
My head is still running at full speed. Oh, hold on, chance. McCowan could do something. Wait a minute, it could lead to something. Ida with a chance if he can get through. Penalty kick, surely, referee, fuck you! God damn it, man! I don't know if it's a penalty or not, I'll be fully fucking honest, but it looked a lot like one. Referee's letting it play out. Scales, whip cross, big bounce, McCowan, edge of the area, could just play it back out to Scales. Referee doesn't seem interested in the penalty call at the end of the game. Played short, McGregor out towards the left hand side, overlapping pass, potential whip cross coming in here. Plays it low, Maeda whips it hard and high, and it's fucking awful, I'll be honest. I want to see that Ida tackle back.
So would that, but I think that's going to be like the end of the game as soon as this ball gets kicked.
Well, they've given man of the match to good old Dyson Maeda. Does not surprise me in the slightest. The man is a god. We love him. Genuinely. Behind Kuhn, he's easily, I'd say he's top 3 players this season, 100%. I think the referee might be blowing the whistle any point now unless there's a chance for McCowan at the edge of the game here. Oh, hold on. Bernardo, edge of the area. Ida, for some reason, takes a touch that's worse and goes back for no reason. I think Celtic are just kind of playing the rest of this one out because they know realistically the game is a boogie. It's done. Played into space, good overlapping pass. Good. Decent pass, so could have been dangerous but well dealt with. Scales will hustle his man because he's just really happy to be on the field. You love to see it. So throw in for Killie. I think they're just waiting for the final whistle at this point. Or is it a foul for Killie? Alright, fair enough. As soon as they send it forward, you feel like that might be full time though. 95 minutes being played of 93 additional, so. And that's the game. Boys, we win these. It was a very fucking, it was a confusing game of football, we'll take it. Robbed the game of a result 3-1, but a good win in the end of the day, yeah, honestly. There could have been a shout for a penalty at the end. The referee got one very big call wrong for Killie in the first half that went their way to give them a goal, but Celtic still overturn it. We'll absolutely take it. We'll absolutely take it, 100%. It's time for me to yell very loudly, so now you have a little bit of a thing. If you want a match recap, it's literally just came up there, so you can take a little gander at that after the stream if you're curious. But for now, loud yelly time, so let's do that. Because that is a win, and we always do it for any win, so. Gentlemen, for the victory and for the win. Yes, sir! Get it fucking round, you just think the referees are going to help you out. Oh, that's funny as fuck. ain't going to happen on my watch. That's a brilliant performance for us. I mean, don't get me wrong, the scoreline isn't flattering, but it's what we deserved. We deserved the win, absolutely. We advanced, yeah, genuinely that. You've got it spot on, Daniel. You've got it fucking spot on. As long as we get the result, as long as we dig out the result, that's what matters. And we did. So I am happy. I am chuffed. I cannot complain whatsoever. You know what I mean? We move on to the next round of the Cup, which is always nice. That draw will happen, I think, tomorrow at some point. So maybe unless there's a game on Monday, I'm not too sure. Whenever the last Cup match is. But we get across the line. We're one of the first clubs to book ourselves into the next round, into round 5. So that'll be interesting to see who we get drawn against. If there's any kind of mid-range teams, or if we get out with another top flight. Fair enough, Cabbage, fair enough. Tell her it's nothing. It's nothing at all, it's just your dirty little secret, you know what I mean, for fuck's sake. Nah, we do enjoy a good game of football, and that was a good game of football. Killie made it interesting, but they didn't deserve it anything. Let's be fucking real. Flash, how do you feel?
I feel like it was an actually like decent performance. Defensively slacking as always. Need to improve, especially for Wednesday night.
Yes, sir.
Anxious but excited, and on the attacking front we were good. It's just putting the ball in the back of net. Honestly,
I feel like it's one of those where if we play that way against young boys but actually take our chances, we win the game comfortably. Like, comfortably. But Kyogo just doesn't seem like himself.
Like that chance in the first half, I think it was real. The ball goes from Alistair Johnston into the middle midfield. I think it was actually McGregor that put it up. Then in Arne Angels drifted out wide. Oh no, it was Kuhn. And then Angels just drifted out wide, cut inside. Brilliant ball, by the way, across the goal, battering, holding off their left back. And how does Rio miss from 3 yards?
Yeah.
That's the one that annoyed me.
It was a very different tale, because in the second half, even though there were missed chances, they weren't horrible. Like, besides that breakaway where it was 3-on-1 and for some fucking reason Kuhn decides to try and use the outside of his left boot for some reason, I won't get that. That was dumb. But the second half as a whole was a lot better in terms of actual just chance creation. Like, yeah, we only scored once. Like, I'm not going to sit there and say that we were brilliant, because again, it's the big complaint of the game. We didn't take as many chances as we should have. I mean, someone kind of said, how many shots did we actually have on the load up? Good going, look. 18 shots, 7 on target, and only 2 goals to show for it. And that's kind of the concern that a lot of people will have for the game against Young Boys, is do we get the Celtic that turns up and has 12 shots, 6 on target, scores 3? Or do we have the one that turns up, has 24 shots, 8 on target, scores none? Because we've seen that happen both sides of the coin for Celtic. And I mean, as Deary's saying there, he has a very different opinion on the game. That was piss. Rogers is a fucking moron. We're in trouble against Young Boys if we show up like that, to an extent. But I feel like it's a different type of a game. They won't be allowed to make those mistakes, because I feel like definitely the fucking fans will back them in that game fully, because they know it is basically as good as a chance as we've had in a decade, at least more than a decade now actually, to get into a knockout in the Champions League. That in itself was the goal when this season started, and that game is fucking huge. Plus their game today, apparently, I mean, Flash has just shown me there, they managed to draw their game 0-0, so they weren't even offensively great in their match, and they're not doing too fucking great in the league.
Their form has been on and off, and I mean, where are they in the Champions League group? Are they not second bottom or whatever it is? Or bottom?
Dead bottom, so
yeah.
It's one of those where it's as good as a chance as any to make that little bit of history. And Rodgers, it would do him some good, because he's had a lot of European campaigns that have ended very early doors. So for him to get something that kind of extends past, I mean, technically it would be past Christmas, right? But after the kind of, game systems, that the Swiss league system, so to speak, the fact that you get into the knockouts afterwards, that's what you want to see. So again, get the result against Young Boys, and we should be fine. And again, I won't be here for that one. Obviously, I'll be away for that one. So obviously, you'll have to find someone else if you're not really a watch along type. But I'll still doing my best to maybe try and piece a video together for it or something, in case we do actually make history, because it would make a pretty interesting video at the very least. But it'll be fucking. I'm just hyped for it, man, because it's going to be good. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw. It's going to be one of those games that either I'm going to feel the worst heartbreak in my fucking life, or the happiest that I'll probably ever feel, like, for the rest of this year. Man, I've had a pretty shit start to the year. I'll be full of real, so that would be it'd be a pretty good, like, breaker. You know what I mean? It would kind of cancel out all the shit that I've had to experience in January so far quite comfortably. So I'll take that, man. I'll absolutely take that.
If any of yous that are in, like, the chat now, if yous are in the Discord, by the way, we might hop in the Discord after the game if we have time. So we'll probably, like, message the Discord if we end up chatting.
Oh shit, yeah, the short. I suppose I should just ask chat, right? I'll just take the first few responses. What goal did I clip? I feel like I should clip the winner, right? It makes sense. Like, that should be the short of the game, right? But if you have a different ulterior thing, then please let me know.
Yeah, I think it's one or two. I think it's that or Callum's superior finish. But maybe it should be the winner.
It's a toss up, isn't it?
Chat always decides. Right, up to you, chat. When you go, mate, poll.
Right, fuck it, aye. I'm just going to put up, not poll up, it'll probably be easier to give people an indicator. This takes a little bit of...
Killie's hand block.
I usually only clip goals as much as I would like to. Right, let's just go...
Oh, shit,
the grey goal. Or... That's just spelt incorrectly, Cal, motherfucker. There we go. Have your say, because that will end up being clip of the game. So, take your pick, my boys. Take your pick. You're allowed to choose us. At the end of the day, we'll take whatever one you would like. I just dropped letter. No fucking way. No. Go. Kilmarnock, well, people are very thingy on Kilmarnock so far, but let it run for a little bit. We'll let it run for like a minute or so. We'll let people get their say before we consider wrapping up the stream, because we've kind of been going for a little bit anyway, and we've wrapped things up about 2.5 hours in, give or take, so we'll let chat kind of decide on this one and see how people kind of vote on it. I like how I can't actually see it until I end it either. It makes it a bit more interesting. I can see how many people have voted, but that's it.
I can see what's happening. It's currently 67% Maida goal.
That would be kind of iconic, 67%, let's be honest. But again, we'll let it run.
71 now.
Bro. We'll let it run out to the end of the next minute, I would say. Once that's like 3 minutes, I think. That'll give people a bit of ample time, but you're allowed to throw in your thoughts. What did you think of the game? I mean, if you have like an overall, who would you pick as your man of the match? I know Maeda got it. I would honestly say that he fucking deserves it, although personally, McGregor gets just that little bit more of a nod for me. I feel like he was just a wee bit better. But Maeda deserves it too. Anyone that scores a winner has my fucking heart. Very good cigar shops in Glasgow. I feel like you need to go to the older end of Glasgow to find those ones, Chief. I'll be honest. I don't think you're going to find any like decent cigar shops if you're strutting through the Gallowgates or anything, but I don't know. To be honest with you, maybe that one for Still Game's still kicking a bit. That one in, is it George's Street? I think I'm right. Could be. The one that's just beside Glasgow Central Station. Couldn't honestly tell you if it's still there or not. We're too one-dimensional, need more Spock in the midfield. I'll ask you this then, Chief, like if you're thinking about it, like, are you going to play your namesake then, or would you prefer to play like a Parlo instead, get Bernardo in the midfield and go for him and say like a McCowan instead, rather than a Rio and Angelos? Because to be honest with you, Rio played fantastic today. Like, he didn't have the greatest first half, admittedly, with the sitter. That was fucking baffling, but besides that, I don't think there was too many bad notes to the way he played. Second half, it was fine with his passing, but I get what you mean. You need someone that can kind of push that midfield, because in the first half that happened when McGregor scored, because he just decided, fuck it, I'm going to run, I'm going to hit this, and we'll go, and we'll see what happens. And yeah, let's see what gets the nod in the poll. Looks like it's going to be Maeda's goal. Cannot argue with that one too much. Can't argue with it at all. Cool. We'll keep an eye out for that, like about an hour or two after this stream, because it takes a while for these VODs to like fully upload onto YouTube, because for some reason it cuts like 4 minutes out at the start. You can't click things until it fully uploads. It's dumb as shit, but nonetheless, that's how it goes. We actually gained a few subscribers towards the end as well, by the way. I genuinely just noticed that we're at 1565, so we gained like 5 extra more than I was hoping for this stream, so that's fantastic as well. Thank you very fucking much for that. That's brilliant, actually. We'd love to see it. And again, the man that's joined us on co-commentary for most of the stream, you can actually support him out as well. He does stream a bit more often than I do, to be honest with you. But it's not Celtic content, but it's gaming content. So if you like kind of something in the background to listen to, if you just want an angry Scotsman to listen to, then probably somewhere you can go for that. My the man of the match for you, Kilmarnock's too slow.
There it is.
I can get it.
Since you plugged me. Thank you.
Well, that's fantastic. Click on that link, but once this, either right as the stream ends, or you can do it now and just open it on a separate tab. But you can give him a follow. He's only a couple away for 400, so you can do him a massive solid in that regard.
Thanks for the support with the 50 likes as well on this stream, guys.
Oh,
that's fantastic.
Which is fucking insane for a cup game. That's what I'm saying. I set my expectations very low for this one, and it's done way better than I thought it would. So I'm not going to complain in the fucking slightest. Not even a tad. I'll be fully honest with you, it's pretty good. So yeah, I'll probably just wait till we wrap up and then I'll finish that one off. If you got anything else you want to throw in, you're more than welcome to do so. Any more scorelines you want me to look at before I wrap this up, because we'll be kind of doing so in the next minute or so. That's another good point at the flash meeting, because we might be in the Discord a little bit afterwards. I'll need to wait till I make my shot first, because obviously I don't want to distract anyone that's on call if they have to hear my voice about 20,000 fucking times while I edit. So yeah, we might leave that a little bit, but we might hang around in there for a little, so you're more welcome to join.
There's the rest of the Scottish Cup results for you on the feed that we're watching.
Let's have a little gander. It's just not loading for me.
I wouldn't really say. I wouldn't really say there's I wouldn't really say there's an upset in here. Maybe Livingston. 4-1. Hearts 4, Brecon 1, Dunfermline 3, Stenhousemuir 0, Ross County 2, Livingston 3 in extra time.
Yeah,
that's
a bit of a good one.
Yeah.
For the most part, can't really argue with it too much.
Yeah. Queen's Park winning in extra time by the looks of it. Wow.
Well, it'd be nice to get them in the next round.
St Johnstone beat Motherwell.
So Johnston have a thing where they just do alright in cups for some reason. Don't know what it is.
I'm shocked by that, considering Motherwell's form.
We'll get ready to wrap this up now, because we've hit 2 and a half. I think that's a pretty reasonable time to call it. Thank you all of you for joining. We'll get the kind of usual things and we'll get ready to do the outro as we usually do. So, boom. Good to be able to do the music.
Alright, Dave. Thank you for having me, so.
Likewise with you, Chief. Like I said, please go and help him out. If he gains 1 or 2 followers for this, and it's a bliss. It's any support's good support. That's the way I'd like to look at it anyway. So, yeah, I think as a whole, can't really complain. Not even a slight bit. So, let's do the outro. Thank you for watching, thank you for coming along. If you've been here for the whole stream, or if you've been here for just a tiny little bit of it, then nonetheless it's appreciated. Every view helps, and every little subscriber, every little like does us just as much as good as you can ask. So thank you for all the support, especially in this stream. We've got a few extra subscribers, which I'll always appreciate, and I mean, we managed to get the job done. It was a bit fucking stressful, fuck the SFA, but nonetheless we managed to get the job done and I'm happy, so can't complain about it. We go again in a few days. I won't be here for it as previously discussed, but history could be on the line if we decide to get the win against them. If you take a little look at the table, it means that we would actually be vibing. We would be able to cement ourselves in, and things would be happy and good in life, and no one would have to care, and I'm vibing you know, all that good jazz. You know what I'm fucking saying. We could do some good stuff. That's all I'm going to say here. That's the premise of it. Let's go with that. You know what I mean? But can't argue with it for the most part. Can't say anything too much else besides that, I should say. Man of the match is Maeda. McGregor could make his case, but we balled out. Managed to get across. We'll see how we get in the cup in a few days from now. Potentially someone a bit easier would be nice, but give credit to Killie. At least they gave us a bit of a fight. That's about the extent of it. So thank you for coming along. Thank you for joining us. We know the drill. You enjoy yourselves. Thank you. That's a very kind comment, Michael. Thank you very much. Likewise with you, Brian. You enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Every one of you. Have a blast. We know the drill. We know the drill. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Celtic are still the best goddamn fucking team in the world. No problem at all, Brian. You have a lovely night. Jeez. Hopefully next time we're here, we're in the Champions League and I have something to smile about. If not, maybe expect a video or at least a shot or some shit, I don't know. Maybe I'll take like a video in the stadium and put that up as a shot. At least you'll see something, in the very least. Bye! Enjoy! Bye.